Hey look, it's working for once. Usually I have more issues than this. If you guys notice obviously that anything starts bugging out, let me know. I've been having some trouble the past couple days. It's a nightmare. Everything hates me. Nothing new really. It's not a restream for not having 700 different technical issues. Anyways, what have we got that I need over here? My MacBook is there, my iPad, my tablets, my medicine, caffeine galore. This stream, I will be incredibly caffeinated. If you don't like that, then I don't know. Notebook. I have been working on a video for the past couple days, I have to say. Echoing. I shouldn't be echoing unless, no, I don't see any audio sort of release here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any echo on my end, unless perhaps you maybe need to refresh your page or you've got a second tab open. Sorry about that whistle. I know that was probably really sharp. I do that and I don't know I'm doing it half the time. Hello, I'm Anissa. Well, welcome in, welcome in. I'm surprised that the notifications aren't going off. Let me turn the bunnies off. Gotta get those out of here for now. I'm looking for a server, by the way, but like, it's a little crazy around here at the moment. Amsterdam will do just fine. I hope I'm wearing the right avatar, because if I'm wearing something crazy, then don't ask questions, okay? Look, the only time I ever change my avatar to something is when I'm going somewhere to troll, you know? I won't lie, I have this one werewolf package, and I keep putting it in like a fucking princess dress and a big wig, so like, yeah. How'd you like Forsaken? Well, honestly, it's a hit or miss. I'm not sort of like a huge fan. I definitely have more criticisms than I do sort of like good talking points. But, I definitely sort of, I'm a general enjoyer of the asymmetrical genre. And I have sort of a passion for horror games. So, not necessarily just Forsaken. I play a lot more sort of like Steam horror games and such now, but I sort of keep the weekend like streams up just for other people to swing by. You're always crazy, what do you mean true? That's sort of like my reputation at this point. Let's have a look. May I join? Yeah, my username is in the top. It should always be in the pin on both platforms, so Twitch and YouTube will always both have my username pinned at the top of the chats. Need help? If you need help, go ahead and ask questions. I can sort of explain things the best that I can. Obviously, I've made a lot of beginner guides in my time. Dating back to like, what, 2024? So, yeah, I understand sort of the way of like workings around asymmetricals as a whole because it's a quite big passion of mine. I've been following asyms for years now. My first ever asim was the old Friday the 13th game years ago on my crusty ass laptop back in God knows how long ago. So, watching you on the TV. Why would you trust me on the TV, bro? I swear like a sailor, I don't know what you mean. Anyway, let's have a look. Who's my favorite character? Are you talking Forsaken or are you talking like, just like, overall? Also, I heard there was a 1x rework. We will have to have a look at that. I'm adding, you can send friend requests, but unless you're on console, I don't accept them. Those who are on console, I will write names down, and as soon as stream ends, I make sure to go through and add everyone. I don't accept friend requests from, like, people I don't know, because obviously it's a mixture of my own, like, personal sort of boundaries, which is, like, you know, I like to keep my list as friends. Oh! Oh, okay. Okay. Youch, okay. So, yeah, I keep my friends list closed, but you don't have to, yeah, you don't have to add me to join or anything, so you can just, like, straight up join off my profile. We sort of server hop every 30, 60 minutes, depending, obviously. I have ADHD, I will put that out there now. I'm riddled with it, in case you can't tell by the way I talk. But I'm riddled with it, so if I don't server hop within the adequate time, please start yelling at me. Although please, for the love of God, I have to ask this every stream, but please don't get mad at me if I can't, like, if the queue is full. I can't do anything about that. I'm not Roblox. I'm not a Forsaken mod. Some people seem to think I'm magic like that. I don't have the ability to boot anyone. The best I can do is hop every 30 or so minutes. If you want to ask how long until the next hop, please go for it, you know, ask away. I have a timer of how long stream's been going for. So we've been here for 6 minutes and 50 seconds at the moment, for example. But other than that, like, if you're in queue, please don't get mad at me. I can't help it, twin. Oh, my TV, you're much brighter. I didn't know that was a thing, but hey. Who's the cute person who joined? It's me. Do I have any OCs? My Sonar. You know, my model is, like, my Sonar. I have a lot of sort of, like, artworks and pieces that I've had over the years commissioned. I commission a lot of people. I love doing commissions and stuff, so... But yeah, if you want, like, references, I probably have some somewhere. Might not be right now, but if you reach out to me after a stream, I probably will have something somewhere. I know my phone is full of them, but my phone runs my model, so it's like... Yeah, but I know I've got so much stuff. But yeah, I respect creativity, and you are very creative. Aw, thank you. We love fellow envies around here. I sort of really, you know, do sort of enjoy being a yapper at heart. I try to be creative. I'm just a yapper. That's sort of my talent. Respect Logan. No, I don't want to play femboy obby, Logan. Get out, bro. Can I add on Roblox? I don't really add people on Roblox. You'll notice my friend list is sort of small. But, I mean, if you need it for console or something, then obviously that's an option. But yeah. Why not? Because, honestly, I swear to God, I have, like, I used to sort of, accept friend requests, and I used to sort of get, like, people spamming my phone at 3 in the morning inviting me to random-ass games. Like, I'm trying to sleep, twin. I don't want to play 2-player Skibbity Toilet Tycoon. Not at 3 in the morning, okay? So, but yeah, no, it got really confusing. To try and actually find, like, the people I know, was really hard. So I just sort of, like, wiped my friend list. Same with the Discord as well. You'll notice I cleared my Discord list out. No, why don't you join me in Femboy Obby? Because I don't want to play Femboy Obby. I don't know why YouTube put this in my notice, but I love it. Well, I'm glad. I do a lot of streams, you know, if you're looking for someone to come and yap with. I'm always here at 6 PM most days. I need a job, man. Go on, please donate after this and I'll dono. You don't have to dono. I promise you, it's okay. Trust me, twin. Another fellow non-binary that I can yap with. Yes, twin. I do more than just Forsaken. So for those of you that don't sort of know me, hi, I'm V. I'm an autistic person with an interest in horror and asymmetrical games. My current stream schedule is I play a game on Roblox called Trepidation on Tuesdays. Wednesdays is for Garden Warfare. Thursdays is my free-for-all day. Fridays is Forsaken. Saturdays we usually do party games that viewers can join, so stuff like Jackbox usually. And then Sundays for survival games, because we love a good bit of everything. But yeah, I sort of really enjoy all sorts of bits and pieces, and my channel is just somewhere for me to sort of share, you know, my interests and other bits and pieces. But yeah, you know. What else is interesting information about me? I'm 20, if anyone cares. 2005, can you believe it? I'm 21 this year. Just a question, why don't you have hitboxes shown on? So this is something I explain a couple of times in the stream, usually. I have autism. I have the sensory side of autism, so I'm quite sensitive to strobe lights and I'm quite sensitive to rapid motion. I find that the hitboxes tend to jitter and like shake all over the screen, and they sort of put me into a state of like overwhelm. The way that my sort of sensory issues work is it's the equivalent of sort of think of it like a computer. I will basically hit the blue screen of death, but mentally, if I'm exposed to like flashing lights or anything. Like strobe lights make me hit the blue screen of death. I just crash. Boom. Bringle boom. I'm Billy, hell yeah. Yeah, it's... I don't have any problem with people asking, because if anything, I respect the fact that people like ask and stuff. You know, I get that people are trying to help. I'm fine with explaining things. That's what I mean. I'm a very sort of open person. I'm a very sort of open person about like my life and such, so I don't mind questions. If you've got questions, go crazy. Within reason, of course. Please don't start asking for like, I don't even know, my social security. You're not having my social security, bro. Can I fly? No, unless you're talking about fly down a hill. Bro, when I go down, there's like this one like shopping center in my area, and it's got this giant sort of like slope in it. So whenever I'm at the top of that in my wheelchair, I just go fucking flying, man. I'm just like, nyom! And everyone that's like on foot is just watching me roll away from them all at rapid speeds. Sorry, you already answered, but you have any OCs, and if so, can I draw them? I have my Sona, which is my model. My model, obviously, me here, hi. My Sona, I have like other bits and artworks and stuff of that, if you want to do my Sona. Other than that, I don't really have any OCs. I'm not sort of someone that sort of gets into the OC side of things with like creativity. I mean, I read a lot of books and stuff, but I haven't done creative writing in years. I used to write a lot. I used to love writing. I'm matching with you in Survivor. Oh, hell yeah. We love it. We love it. Can I give a game recommendation? Sure, go crazy. I mean, I have, if you, like, notice in the Discord server, there's a whole thread forum for recommendations as well. So if you want to, like, dump links, screenshots, send your clips, I don't mind. Bum. My internet lost connection the second I joined. Oh, I'm sorry. That's gotta suck. He is they them, by the way. Yes, this is true. We love a good they and them in it. I'm the Billy person. Hope you see it. Yes, twin. I will find you. We will be twins for real. Yeah, no, internet issues are the worst. I can imagine that's gotta like really suck. Hi V. Hi, welcome in, welcome in. V won't answer me because I'm calling them Veilvatron, Jiggle Biggle, McGiggle. What does this even mean? No pay rent. Click the TV upstairs. Yeah, I think I have that. I think that I got that years ago. Like, this one, right? I'm pretty sure it's the TV time emote, right? It'll be in my will somewhere. Can I fly and eat cars? Depends how bored I am. Oh my god, twin! Wait, twin, hi! Yeah, TV time. Yeah, I probably got it, I think about a year ago. I think I covered it in one of my OG guides. That's how old it is, dude. What do we have? And you got the Conga twin? Come on, let's Conga. Oh, the gritty can work. I might have that here. Yes! Okay, we got this. Oh, I love it. It's really scary. It's called the Battle Bricks. Also, I can't join the Discord here in Germany. Discord's for 16+. Oh my god. Really? Wow, blimey. I know that, like, they restricted stuff in, like, Australia for, like, social media, but I didn't know anywhere else had sort of restrictions. That's really interesting, actually. I can understand why, though, obviously. Yeah, I obviously, as a kid, like, I was on the internet from, like, what, like, 10, bro? So, the unfortunate reality is, as a kid, you will be seeing random shit on social media. People are scary out there, dude. So. How much money I've given you? I've given you £7 in my entire time watching you. Hell yeah. I hope you know that those £7 have probably gone to bunnies. Bunnies and takeaways. Nah. My YouTube stuff usually either gets, like, put back in the channel, or it gets sort of given to the buns. I'm watching the stream, bit delayed, but it's fine. It should be on ultra low latency. Sometimes if you sort of look at the screen thing, there will be a little, like, button here for you to... How do you call it? Sort of, like, fast it forward if it's grayed out. Other than that, I can't really say much else, unfortunately. Sometimes the internet can be like that. Did you know 1X has a pride skin? Yes, I own it, I think. It's a gender fluid one, right? I might have it, I think. Oh, I don't have it, but I've seen it. I've definitely seen it. I have very few 1X skins, to be fair. I always just had the sort of Jack Frost one and rolled with it. Yeah, there you go. I've seen it before. What's my favorite killer? Honestly, Cool Kid's pretty fun. Cool Kid's probably the one I've played the most of. But I don't mind a couple of them. I do know that 1X is hopefully a little bit better now. I know originally 1X I made a video talking about how awful 1X was originally. Do I have any level 100s? I have a single level 100 and that's Elliot. I have everyone else sort of just like left in like different sort of things. I don't really work towards obviously I obviously don't really work towards milestoning because I don't really necessarily think it's much for me. It's not my sort of cup of tea. I like just shuffle around all the time. So, you know, that's okay. Tell chat we're real twins, right? Of course we're twins. Everyone's twin. Let's have a look. Set up membership, I'll pay. Okay, like, so the thing is with, like, membership is I wouldn't know what to sort of do for it, because, like, channel membership, like, what would I do? Sort of, like, what benefit would you possibly get from channel membership? Unless I did, like, bunny emoji. I mean, you could get bunny emojis, that would be fun. I mean, I could always put, like, little sneak peeks and bits and pieces up. I have a thing right now, actually, I'm probably going to send to the Discord server boosters tonight. So the Discord server boosters at the minute basically get like sneak peeks and stuff. That's sort of like the deal with that one. I could probably transfer that as well to like YouTube sort of like membership system. But I have a notebook over there. I showed a couple of other ASIM content creators. So if anybody sort of like shows up that's in that server, they'll probably vouch for me. I have a notebook and I have over 20 pages of like notes just for a script of like a video I'm going to script out later in the week. This is just notes. 20 pages of just notes. So... Can't afford to miss. You're fine, don't worry about it, honestly. It's just an optional sort of thing there. Same with like channel membership stuff. Can't watch your stream on the TV anymore. Aw. I'm sorry, I don't know how TVs even work. I'm not even joking, Pickett, the guy with 80k subs, joined V Squad. Yeah, I've spoken with Pickett before. Is it Pickett or Pickett? I can't remember. Yeah, no, there is a server with a bunch of like ASIM content creators, and I somehow invaded. I love your V0 model. Oh, thank you. It was made by a really awesome person called Kit. I'm actually talking with them at the minute about some future ideas for the model as well. They're working on some other bits for me. No spoilers, no spoilers. I might give the boosters a spoiler eventually. Let me write this down, hold on. I keep saying, oh, I'll give this and that. Kit Kat, yes. Their link's in the description for, like their socials and stuff if you want to go and like look at their little website. I need a pen. What's a nice pen? Where's my Urple pen, bro? Where's Urple? There's Urple. Hi! Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to Crazyville. Don't mind the chat. They're all arguing over who's my twin at the moment. Kindly tell you my username. It is pinned in the top in the white box. It's just decision. It's nothing complex. You don't have to add me. You don't have to do anything. It's fairly sort of like simple in that sense. Let's see. Hi there. Hi everyone. Welcome in. I didn't realize anybody sort of came along. Sorry, I was grabbing a notepad. Why don't I like 1X? So, I made a 1X video a little bit ago. It wasn't necessarily about sort of why I don't like 1X. I don't have a problem with 1X as a character. This video is purely a balancing video. So this was talking about the fact that 1x is actually a really weak character. We were talking basically about how 1x is forever the potential without ever actually sort of succeeding. It also talks a lot about how the fact that, for example, Entanglement had a projectile lifetime of 10, which is longer than, how do you call it? Longer than Mass Infection, and yet it's incredibly weaker the further it goes. It doesn't sort of work as a ranged ability. Other sort of topics. There's a massive video on it. I really went sort of into detail with sort of the whole balancing breakdown and everything like that. I'm very passionate about asymmetrical games, not just on Roblox either, so it's not valid to have 1x on level 192. I think you can do whatever you want at the end of the day. I'm just saying that from a balancing POV, I found 1x to be, like, weak. Really weak. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to play 1x, I'm just saying that, you know, they need to, like, rectify 1x, they need to fix it, you know? That's not to say, oh, you can't play this character. That's to say the developers need to make a change. And that was sort of the sole reason I made that video, was to, like, start the discussion, so in hopes that, you know, eventually they would sort of do something to fix it. People saying new 1x is OP. Well, we'll dig into that today, because I haven't played 1x yet at all. I don't know anything about it. Let's have a look. How would I rank the killers and survivors as characters? Are you talking in terms of, like, abilities, or in terms of, like, design and sort of, like, lore? Yo, hi, welcome in, welcome in. My name is not Vilvatron Jiggle Biggle McGiggle No Pay Rent. Stop it! This is not my name, please! Oh my god, I'm being humbled. Design and lore-wise. Okay, I think, honestly, some of the base designs deserve a bit more love. I think some of them could definitely do with sort of, like, a little bit of a tweak. I'm not too, like, familiar with the lore, because I'm not a lore kind of person. Like, don't get me wrong. At least, like, with Forsaken and Roblox games lore, I'm not sort of a huge sort of person into that sort of stuff. The only kinds of, like, lore I really vibe with is stuff like, for example, Outlast Trials. Outlast Trials has an absolutely brilliant lore system. I cannot lie to you. I'm gonna change characters as well. We've done too much chance. We gotta get out of here. Should we go back to our beloved Dusakar? Right, what was I making notes on? You guys messed me up here. Okay. I was gonna show the boosters some stuff. Yeah, and right. We also need what else have we got? You guys are so mean. I might also make it a booster perk, or like if I do membership, because a couple of people have asked me about membership now. If I end up actually like incorporating it, I might make it so that I can put like exclusive bunny videos. Let's see. How do you think would Dusakar taste as pumpkin pie? Honestly? That seems kind of mean. Like, wouldn't there be a sort of like fleshy aspect to that? Wouldn't that sort of be kind of gross? I don't know. Here's a merch idea, make your sweater on your VTube model merch. I want to. Honestly, I'm not a very big channel, so I don't really get like the funding for it, but if there's like enough people that want merch, I can maybe look into doing a very small drop. The thing I think I know from like what I've heard from other creators is that if you're sort of a small creator, they won't sort of let you do any less than like 50 merch. And obviously you can imagine the price that that would get to, and me obviously not having a job or anything. I won't be able to pay it. Oh yeah, contextually for those that don't know, I don't have a job because I am a physically disabled person. I have something called postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. It basically makes it so I can't walk. I can sort of like get a couple of steps in before I start to sort of like fall over. My heart rate goes really high when I stand up. So if you hear me sort of like gasping a bit breathless, that's my heart. It's bad. It's actually not a heart problem, it's a nervous system disorder. Can I join you? Yes, you can. So my username is in the top, the little pin box. It's on both Twitch and YouTube. It'll be in both the pin boxes at the top. My joins are on for everyone. You don't have to sort of like add me. You don't have to follow. You don't have to do literally anything. Just come and join, you know? Come be friends, twin. We sort of tend to server hop every 30 to 60 minutes. We're usually in Europe servers because I don't want to lag into New York. Please. So yeah, we're looking at server hopping in a couple of matches now. I do need to sort of... I could really do with a sort of like stopwatch or a timer or something. Let me put all my note stuff away. You guys confusing me. What country am I in? I am from the UK. That's, if it isn't obvious from my accent. I know I sound a little funky, but you know, I just do what I can really, nothing more, nothing less. Right, let's have a look at these changes. As far as I've been told, it's sort of a much less projectile lifetime now. Oh, that goes up, you lucky ducky. It surprises me to laugh about such a serious matter. If you're talking about my illnesses, yeah, so unfortunately I just kind of have to live with it. If anything, I'm sort of glad to know what it is, because when I was younger, I spent many years sort of misdiagnosed and not knowing what it was. So, you know, you gotta make the best of a bad situation. The Garden Warfare 2 sleepover will happen. I know, twin, that's what I said. I said it will happen. So for those confused, a couple streams ago I did something called Garden Warfare 2 sleepover. And basically it's where after Forsaken stream we kind of pull an all-nighter to do like other games. So yeah, it's been fun. Maybe you can work from home. I can't stay sat for more than a couple hours, unfortunately. So you'll notice for streams, I take a lot of medicine before I stream, and you'll notice at about the 4-hour mark of a stream that I get a bit grouchy. That is because my pain is coming back and my, like, painkillers have worn off. Something a lot of people sort of comment on is how as soon as it hits the 4-hour mark I get real grouchy, but that's, that is my illness sort of taking a hold of me. But yeah, so a little bit about POTS, for those that don't know, is it's basically, it's like an allergy to gravity, really. So what it is when I'm laying down, my heart rate can be about, like, 60 beats per minute. Whereas when I sit up, I go to about 100 to 120. But when I stand up, I typically will go to about 170 to 200 beats per minute. Which, if you've ever sort of been in a situation where your heart rate is elevated, you'll know that, like, it feels really sort of strange. And it makes you feel really, like, rough. But yeah, it's not something that I necessarily sort of expect people to, you know, pity me for, because if anything, I'm very proud of myself for being able to sort of keep in good spirits. Broke my leg. Yeah, I sort of have that frustration. I know how it feels. I'm sure if you ever, like, if you were in a wheelchair as well, you'll sort of know how frustrating curbs are. Streets and stuff. Like, when people park on the, like, sidewalk and you can't, like, get down. Bro. But yeah, no, honestly, if anything, I don't let it get to me because, I mean, obviously I've had it years as well, but if anything, I focus more on what I can do, and I'm happy about what I do. Would you be mad if I sent the entire B movie as a GIF into the Discord? No, send that immediately. I want that. Keep in mind, the Discord's general chat at the moment, we locked it down. So GIFs are now level 5. You get levels by chatting, it's really easy. We had a raid a while ago. It was really nasty, and honestly, it was so horrible. I was streaming at the time. I took that stream down, because you could just see me get really sad, and it was... I didn't want that on my channel. I try to keep a positive and happy attitude at all times. I didn't want... A bar in your chest? Oh goodness, that's got can walk, I got a slight weird twist. It doesn't affect you, but it's weird. Yeah, I know that, like... Bones never quite... It's a very sort of common, interesting discussion that bones don't ever sort of, like, heal, do they? A lot of people will often sort of talk about it, but bones, when you break your bones, they don't necessarily heal quite the same ever again. The human body's strange like that, isn't it? First impressions on the new 1X. So far, doesn't seem much better. Obviously, I've got to learn how to sort of, like, play with it a bit more, and, you know, sort of, like fine-tune the skill there. So that's probably who we'll be playing all sort of stream. But as of, like, right now, it doesn't seem sort of to have solved the issue I originally had with 1X, so... Used an arm split when I first broke my leg. Oh, goodness. I'm trying to sort of think what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something and I got dum-dum brain. And the server ping is amazing. The server ping should be pretty okay in here. So it will be Europe that we tend to play in. I'll usually sit around 20 ping. If we can find a like actual London server, I'll get about 10 ping in there. So that'd be nice. Cause how do you call it? London servers are a little closer. They're only about 5 hours away from me. I'm about 5-6 hours for London. So the ping usually is the best in like the London servers, but if you're in like NA East, you shouldn't have too much trouble. It's more like NA West that tends to struggle with like my sort of ping, or like Asia. So if you're in like Asia, Australia, or you're in like the western side of the US, that's when you're gonna sort of have a bit of trouble. Shift F3, pretty sure it'll read as like 40 in there. But yeah. Sorry, my model keeps kicking off today. It's because I'm on a weird angle. I thought the pop-ups didn't exist anymore. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Oh, there's a bunch of people in the V-Hive. Let me go say hi. Wait. I gotta go say hi. Hold on. This is important. Sorry. I get really sort of, I always want to say hi so when I see people that join us, because it's important. La 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 la. If I could speak properly, we'd get somewhere, wouldn't we? Do 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 do, boom 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 boom. There we go, make sure to link that as well. There we go. Have I tried treatment for my illness? So, the way that my illness works, so POTS, it's a autonomic nervous system disorder. So, it's basically the same as, you know, spinal injuries, how you can't fix a spinal injury. There's no real sort of like cure or treatment. It's sort of, the way that they describe it in the medical world is they describe it as symptom relief. So what they typically do for my one is I take a couple of medicines anyway for my various sort of like illnesses. The way that they treat the POTS is I'm on something called a calcium channel blocker, which is basically like a blood pressure medication. Other than that, but it's also got anti-arrhythmia sort of qualities, which means that it stops my heart like jumping out of beat. Because sometimes I have where my heart goes too fast, it skips. That's very rare for me, though. Other than that, let me think. Other than that, I take pain medicine for my other disorder, which is a nerve pain problem. My nerves are bad, basically. So POTS is an ANS disorder, so it affects breathing, heart rate, it affects your blood pressure, it affects like all the things that you do automatically. My body's like, no, we're not doing that. It's sort of like the blood gets down to my legs and it can't pump back up the way. So my brain's like, whoa, I'm not getting enough, you know, or like I'm not getting all the blood from the legs, guys. I'm starving. And it sort of like has a panic. It like freaks out, like when it shouldn't. It shouldn't freak out because it's only a bit of blood pooling, but it freaks. And when I stand up, it's like, holy shit, the blood is in my legs, not my brain. And so it basically sends my heart rate really high to try and move it. Love the bees at the bottom. Yeah, so those are everyone in the chat. They'll pop up and go routinely. I think they fade away after like loads of silence. I think it's about 4 minutes and then they fade. But they're sort of really just little things. They have there's like little mini games and stuff you can do with them. So there's like, you'll notice as my mods come and go, they'll run different commands on it. So there's like a pin command. There's sort of a boss battle. There's a battle royale. There's all sorts of bits and pieces, but I just love a bit of interactivity. I think it's really cool. And what else is there? There is also a system. You'll notice a second sort of system where my model gets things thrown at it randomly. The retry now emote is copyright, so you'll want to get away from people playing it. Okay, I will keep that in mind. I haven't really had any trouble. Oh, speaking of, there you go. The boss thing's starting. If you want to follow and join the boss battle, you basically just want to copy like what it says there. So it'll say !join and then put a class in. So if you run that command in the chat, it will detect you and put you in the thing. You'll pop up on screen. And then you get to join in. So if you want to join in, now's the time to do so. You got about 30 seconds, I think. Any Forsaken skins I think are underrated. Are you gonna call me biased if I say the Bumblebee Elliot skin? ! Join. So no, you need to put a class in. So it's Ranger, Druid, Bard, Necromancer, Priest, Mage, or Warrior. You need to put join Necromancer, join Priest, join whatever else you want to be. I think it expired. Yeah, sometimes there's sort of cooldown for it. Is there a link to get it in your stream? If you like want it for yourself, it's on Steam. I can send you the link to the Steam. Are you in the Discord? Are you in my server? If you're in my Discord server, I can send you the Steam link. I think it's like $7. It was really cheap and it's really been fun to play around with. I have a specific pack for it, but not everyone will probably want the same. You can probably get like Pokemon and you can get all different bits and pieces depending on like what theme you want. Obviously my channel's theme is bees. So yeah, I'll give you the link to it if you want though. I can't remember how much it was actually. Let's have a look at the store page. App stream avatars. It is $12.79 at the moment. I must have gotten it on sale. But I'll put it in the Hive chat. There you go. If you're in the Discord, it's in the Hive chat right now. Oh, it says it's $14.99 in USD. There you go. I obviously use a different currency, so. But yeah. It's, yeah, I'll make sure to run another boss in the future. I don't know if I can actually sort of tweak the setting for the cooldown for the boss fight for people to join. Once this boss fight ends, I will make sure to do that. Let me write a post-it note for it. That's been, honestly, my saving grace recently has been writing like post-it notes for myself because it sort of counteracts my ADHD in a sense because I keep forgetting things. So if I write it and stick it in front of my face, I can't forget. Let me write that down. So I want the boss battle. Don't have it. That pack's so cool though. Yeah, no, I know. It's I would recommend if you sort of want something like that, I would recommend looking into sort of when it goes on sale. Steam has regular sales, so, you know, it's something to keep in mind. Write that down. Is this a private server? No, it's not. So you can join. My username's at the top. We're probably going to hop in a couple of minutes though, because obviously we've been here for about 30 now. So, right, I need to change the boss battle timers. Is there anything else I need to do while I'm here? Oh yeah, do you guys want to know something fun? Those that aren't sort of in the Discord probably won't know about this or are new to sort of like the channel and stuff, but at the moment I'm hosting a contest in my Discord server. I'm gonna play with other friends now. Have a great stream. No worries, thanks for showing up. I hope you enjoyed your time here. Anyways, contest. Yeah. There we go. So the contest, we're currently running a contest with, I believe the prize is, so the prize is 1k Robux for first place. Second place is 500 Robux, and third place I believe is 250 Robux. And basically the contest is a sort of TikTok contest. So what it basically surrounds is my train of thought. Sync. You're stinky. Let that stink in more like. So yeah, the contest is a TikTok contest, so you can take any clip from any of my past streams or anything you find funny and sort of like submit your clips in the forum. Then the judges will vote on like the best sort of like clips that they like for like the various categories we have. And the winner obviously gets 1k Robux. Where do I have the money for that? Well, you see, people seem to forget this, but when I get like donos and stuff for the channel, I reinvest into the channel. I don't really ever take out my YouTube funds, so they sort of send us stack up. And I use them to reinvest in different bits. That's why at the minute I've been talking with my model artist about getting more outfits made. Can't quite see your username. It's in the top white box. It will say literally in the box, my user is this on Roblox. It's just decision. You can just go to my profile and join directly. You don't need sort of like any kind of like codes or anything. Or you don't need to add. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, not codes. I'm fried today, dude. I need my caffeine fix. Oh, man. To be fair, I did chug like a monster before streaming, and I'm gonna chug another one at like 2 hours. I'm so sorry. You're fine, don't worry about it. It happens. We all make mistakes. That's so loud! Holy shit! Oh my god, no wonder it's so loud. They turned the volume for emotes back up? Really? They messed with that. Nice. I had that originally as a... Which one is the... Right, cool. Display extra levels. My settings seem to have been reset. Has anybody else sort of had their settings reset recently? Okay. I'll make 10 clips of you and get 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place. Get out of here, kitchen stink. Fart brain. Yeah, my brain is fart. I joined the Discord. Awesome. I probably said hi. I know I sort of try to keep on top of saying hi to everyone and stuff. If you need information with if you need information in like the sort of like what channels are and stuff, just ask away. I'll try and sort of explain when I can. I know that I tend to have a little bit of a delay and stuff, but I do try to sort of explain. Shows your stamina is a number beneath crosshair. Jasper said you suck at Terraria. That's not very nice. I will have you know, we are currently on we have like a server for everyone on Terraria. Not many people sort of have Terraria, so we haven't had many people in it. But I do know that we sort of have got one there for the option. We were supposed to have a Minecraft server. I'm looking into alternative options at the moment. I think if I want to self-host though on my PC, I need to look into how to, with Minecraft, the problem is I don't know sort of how to self-host without my IP being obfuscated. I don't want my IP to be like public because I don't want you guys at my front door. Please get away from my front door, dude. There's a certain kitchen sink that keeps coming to my door and it's scary. Hi, welcome in, welcome in. Beat goal and now I'm trying to get the Terra Blade. Jeez, dude. Take a day off, man. We invited you to Fortnite earlier and you wouldn't play because you were buddy... What do you call it? You were too busy with Terraria to play Fortnite with us, dude. That was mean. Taking away your front and back door? No, don't take my doors. I'm gonna be real. My front door at the moment is quite funny. So the seal around the door has like worn off over time. So now when you go into like the hallway where my door is, all you can hear all day long is like insane amounts of traffic and just round all the time, really loud, because it's like as if you've got the door open. If I get second place, buy me Terraria, I don't want the Robux. Honestly, if whoever sort of wins, if they want to negotiate on a different sort of prize, I can look into that. I haven't bought any Robux or anything. I don't usually buy them very often anyway, so I can look into negotiations if people want V-Bucks or something instead, or Robux, or Steam. Stream mod? You have stream mod, bro! What are you yapping about? Jasper, you're literally one of my mods. You're probably one of my most active mods. Bro hasn't taken his meds today and we can tell. Forget Robux, I don't know what I'd do with it. Honestly, there's a couple of things you can do. You can make all sorts of different outfits and you can sort of... I don't play Roblox that often. That's fair. Honestly, I don't really either, so I don't really buy much with Robux either. So, yeah, I get it. My main sort of purchase at the moment is, V-Bucks, because have you seen some of the skins at the minute? They're so cute. They got Chapel Roan in Fortnite, if anybody's sort of interested in that. Chapel Roan dropped in Fortnite, and it is so good. My YouTube stream privileges? Why? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. I'm nice. I'm lovely. I'm so kind. I don't know what you're talking about. But no, I try to sort of be, like, nice and kind. I know I have my slip-ups when certain stinky Jaspers show up in the chat. Stinky, stinky fart Jasper. Killed a bug? I'm sorry. It was an accident, I swear. I just buy you something if I get Robux. It's fine, honestly. I will negotiate something to sort of that level if you end up winning. Obviously, the contest isn't decided. I'm not, like, the sole judge. Like, I'm not the person judging it. I'm not gonna spoil who the judges are, though, because I know someone's gonna sort of try and bribe. Hope you don't feel lonely here. Hi, V. I'm the newest Forsaken content. I can't wait to stream tomorrow. Oh, hi. Welcome in. I'm not lonely. I'm okay. There's a couple people on the YouTube side, but I'm always sort of okay with the yapping. I'm used to yapping by now. Can you spawn 5 bosses at once? I do want to make some tweaks to the boss setting real quick. Do you know what? Jasper, I'll make some tweaks to the boss setting, and then you're welcome to, how do you call it? Did you just ascend? I believe the boss battle finished, and that's what happened there. I'm gonna make some tweaks to the boss in a sec, see if I can sort of change the timers on it, and then after that, I will let you spawn another one if you want to. Let me finish this. But yeah, no, as I say, I'm used to yapping. I'm not a very big creator, and I know I'm not a very big creator, but if anything, I can just talk to myself. It's okay, the voices in my head are pretty loud. I'll give you a candy bar if you zap the killer to death. I don't think I can zap the killer to death, but I sure as hell can try. Oh, I've just been slimed. That's not very nice. The sun is no longer in your face. Yay! I'm presuming you're sort of in a position at the minute where, like, the sun's coming through your window. Doom. Hi, welcome in everyone, welcome in. I'm sure you'll grow. I've been trying. I appreciate the thought though, thank you very much. It's okay. There's a couple more people on the YouTube side. I always have more people on YouTube anyway, so yeah. I've been waiting for hopefully eventually I'll sort of get enough to apply for the Twitch, what do you call it? People keep asking me on the Twitch side about like setting up the donation thing, but I don't think I'm eligible for it yet. I don't get enough sort of viewers, I don't think, so I've been meaning to apply for it because people keep asking about it, but I can't sort of do it at the moment. For Nolly, the best is admin or artful. I don't know what sort of Nolly skins I have. I usually like to use the meta one. I like the meta one, it's quite nice, and I like the robot one as well, actually, I think. 1x got worse but better in my opinion. So with 1x, it's a sort of interesting and mixed sort of bag, really, isn't it? Because with 1x, the problem is that 1x was weak originally. I made a whole video about this on the channel. I really did a deep dive into this before I stopped making Forsaken videos. But 1x, I sort of really went into detail about how weak and like how 1x just isn't a viable sort of character in the current state. But I just don't think that the sort of current changes to 1x have done anything to sort of fix the root cause. I think it very much feels like a band-aid fix, if that makes sense. It's very much like taping a water bottle to, like, fix a hole. It's only ever gonna, like, temporarily fix it. Do you know? Position 16, there's only 15 people on stream. Yeah, so what that is, really common thing that people complain about, there is a Roblox bug. And it changes the way that your queue sort of looks. So it can say you're in position 30. Really, you'll probably be in about position 2. I don't have that big of an audience. So you're probably in a really, like, small position in the queue. But because of the way that Roblox has been bugging, it's been here for about 6 months or more now. I'm surprised they haven't fixed it. Although, clearly, Roblox is not exactly what it used to be. Ah, I miss the good old days. Let me join for real. My username's at the top. It's in the white box on YouTube. It's in a sort of grey box on Twitch. You just have to go to my profile and hit join. There's no following, there's no friending, there's no nothing. Just hit join and come and play. Obviously queues are a thing, and I'm probably gonna serve a hop after this round, or something similar, but have you seen that Nollyful will get deleted from Die of Death? I don't play Die of Death. This is something I've talked about before. I don't mess with Die of Death. I don't even really, like, enjoy Forsaken that much either, but, you know. No, bye. Oh, I didn't realize you said bye, my bad. The chat's kind of moving quick today. I'm not really sort of used to having this many people. But yeah, I'm not really sort of a fan of any of these, like, games. I've definitely grown away from these sort of stamina slot games. Die of Death my sort of like ASIM tier list, Forsaken's definitely like towards the bottom, but Die of Death is definitely lower. Die of Death is like sort of like bottom of the list, like least enjoyable sort of game. You're gonna say bye, Twin? Yeah, bye, Twin. Have fun and good luck with your clip hunt. Is 20 days a good amount of time for me to stop playing? You can stop playing whenever. If it's not making you happy, then there's no point in playing it, you know? But, you know, at the end of the day, just do what makes you happy. Who cares, you know? Die of Death is a little worse. Yeah, Die of Death is something I've gone on many rants about. Honestly, my longtime viewers will sort of know that I go on a rant. I go on a rant, dude. Die of Death is one game that I really hate. I think I sort of really... So the way that Die of Death works fundamentally is absolutely really frustrating to me. Not only is your only mechanic, like, stamina, your abilities are randomized, meaning you can't even select a playstyle that would at least minimally benefit you. The abilities aren't really worth using anyway, because half of the time they're a one-time use only in the chase, and, like, they're just kind of mid. They don't have the, like, strength to make or break the chase. They don't have the the ability to sort of change the outcome. And I think that's a sort of really bad thing with a sort of, you know, an ASIM game, because abilities are supposed to sort of have, like, enough strength to, you know, make or break the chase. They should be able to sort of change the outcome. But they're not. And I've been working on a video. I've got a very big sort of video list right now. And it's about 20 pages. I have a notebook over there, and it's about 20 pages of different ASIMs and talking about their fundamentals and, like, mechanics and, like, stuff like that. So, but sort of the TLDR of, stuff like Forsaken and stuff like Die of Death, Pawned by 1400, Break In and Steal Things, all of these sorts of games, the fundamentals is that they are low effort in terms of mechanics. That's like, people are gonna dog on me for that. But in terms of mechanics, the games are so low effort. Because, for example, let's use some real life asymmetrical references. So, Dead by Daylight is a 1v4. Stamina Slot video is in the works, don't you worry. So, for example, Dead by Daylight is a 1v4. It has windows, it has pallets, it has... Oh, there's more on here somewhere. Hang on, I have my list. Is this my list? Yeah, my list is here, look. There we go. So Dead by Daylight has sprinting, pallets, vaults, flashlights, flashbangs, perks, and more. And all of those have the ability to sort of change the outcome of a chase. Because, for example... let's look at maybe Head On as a good example. Head On is an ability that allows you to stun by jumping out of a locker after a wind-up. That can make or break a chase. Whereas if you look at something like Dusakar in here, I can shield someone. That doesn't really make or break anything. And Slowdown doesn't really do anything either. I'm excited for Bite by Night, it's a FNAF ASIM. I haven't heard much about it at all. I have loads more examples on this list. Here we go. What's next? Friday the 13th. So Friday the 13th had windows, they had weapons, they had bear traps and doors, and they had sprinting, and they had the vehicles, and they had everything else. Forsaken has stamina. That's it. You know? Die of Death was meant to be a joke game. See, Die of Death was meant to be a joke game. It's something that people always sort of mention to me, but at the same time, whether it's a joke game or not, it's sort of... I can still criticize a joke game, you know what I mean? A lot of people will be like, oh, well, Die of Death wasn't serious, you can't have an opinion. I can still have an opinion! That's like saying, oh, well, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's is a joke game, guys, you're not allowed to have an opinion. I can have an opinion on a game. It doesn't have to be a serious game for me to have an opinion at the end of the day, that's just, you know. It's just sort of how I feel at the end of the day. You know there's no mechanics when one of the best things to do in Comp Forsaken is just body block. Yeah. Honestly, it's gonna be a very interesting video. I'm not saying you can't have opinion. No, I'm not talking about you personally. I'm just saying that, like, a lot of people will come into my streams and if I sort of mention Die of Death and I sort of have an opinion, people will sort of scream at me about it and get really angry because it's not a serious game. And I mean, regardless of it being like a serious game or not, I think it still can take criticism, you know? I found the perfect clip when you said, how do you not know what rubber tastes like? Oh god. Another good example comparison here. Good Dusakar can really mess you up in chase. I mean, they can sort of, you know, extend the chase a little bit, but I find that, like, the game just doesn't have enough because at the end of the day, so Forsaken is survivor-sided by default. The way that Forsaken's gameplay loop entirely runs on is to do with the fact that the stamina of the survivor is the core decider of the gameplay. If they manage the stamina extremely well and they don't make any mistakes in their pathing, they're going to be incredibly hard to catch. Using abilities usually is more of a death sentence than anything else, but the stamina is the main factor as to, you know, making or breaking a chase and how the gameplay works. If that survivor never makes a mistake in their stamina or pathing, you're not going to catch them as the killer. It's a lot more difficult. And that's sort of the deciding factor usually. Abilities, sure, some of them are strong, some of them are weak, but I just don't find that often they have enough potential to, you know, have the strength that the abilities in other sort of asym games do. Feel like I've heard that line 9 times. That's because everyone's always coming in and asking me, and I'm passionate about asyms, dude. So, let's see. Friday the 13th. Windows, weapons, doors, bear traps, stamina, vehicles, etc. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, again, they have sprinting with stamina, but they also have wells, doors, traps, abilities, wedges, crawl spaces, and more, like... Because I just find that these sort of... The way that stamina slop is defined in my eyes is a game that has little effort into their mechanics. Focusing only as stamina... Like, focusing only on, like, stamina as, like, the main sort of mechanic. Because, at the end of the day, I find that Forsaken tends to have more of a focus on cosmetics than they do on gameplay. And, I mean, you can say what you want at the end of the day about sort of, like, the way the game runs and such, but they definitely have more of a cosmetic focus than a gameplay focus. Whereas you'll notice that a lot of asyms have more of a mechanical focus and they build up their cosmetics over time. It just doesn't feel polished the way that other asyms feel. Do I have a narrator note only? I do, apparently. Hasn't been a skin update in a while. Honestly, I don't even keep track of the updates, but I notice even if you get like one new killer, you get like 7 bazillion skins. It's something I have written in sort of this like note system here that I've been taking notes on for like this upcoming like stamina slot video I've been working on. I've talked about how, yes, the people who make skins and the people who like script are two different things. But when there's sort of like... Well, let's look at it this way, okay? So there's another game that I stream on Roblox, another asym, and that has one developer who does everything. So that's made by one guy, it's a solo dev project, it's a passion project. And this asym has almost weekly or bi-weekly updates. And yet Forsaken, with a massive team, releases updates once every 3 months or so. I just think that, like, they definitely don't have the sort of, like, focus that some other people would have. Found you off the Forsaken Discord? Welcome in, welcome in. We're talking about, like, balancing and an upcoming sort of video idea that I have. I'm talking a lot about the sort of stamina like stamina slop side of the like asymmetrical world. I know there's definitely like a lot of people who will criticize my discussions on that, but I think it's an important topic to discuss because it's certainly, you know, important. I was talking about how I have a list of all sorts of asyms, both on Roblox and off Roblox, and it lists off everything there. So, like, it literally just talks about, like, Roblox asyms and, like, other asyms. So, like, the contrast part, like, for comparison here was the mechanics in Forsaken are stamina and some very weak abilities. And then the mechanics in, for example, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You have sprinting, which has stamina. You have wells, doors, traps, abilities, wedges, crawl spaces, and more. Then, for example, even something as simple as Outlast Trials Invasion. Outlast Trials Invasion is technically an asym because of the way that they sort of don't release all 4 invaders at once. But even that has stamina, rigs, throwable items, doors, crawl spaces, and, like, traps. My Dusakar level? Yeah, my Dusakar is, like, 90, like, now, I think. Oh, 84. When's V gonna make an asym? I don't have the skills to do it, but, even then, it just doesn't sort of... I definitely could if I had the skill set, but I don't have the skill set, so... I'll stick to my one true love, trepidation, for now. But yeah, no, it'll be a really sort of big deep dive video, but I sort of really love sort of diving into asyms, especially with it sort of being my passion, you know? I'm a big sort of enjoyer of... Trepidation's killer-sided. I find that at the minute it definitely isn't. What you're probably experiencing is either lower level people that don't sort of know how to play, or survivors that don't understand the mechanics. I've got the survivor guide in the works for Treppy, don't worry. I definitely wouldn't necessarily say that it's slasher-sided at the minute, because slasher, if anything, it's really weak right now. You know my Tuesday streams? I usually am facing, like, the level 600s in the game. So... I can really struggle with slasher, actually. But, yeah, it's sort of really actually quite difficult at the moment with slasher, because obviously survivors have, so with Treppy, survivors have a whole load of different bits and pieces to, like, work with. So they have, obviously, like, the bombs and the guns and everything else like that. Also, I've changed the boss timer to 3 minutes. So if Jasper wants to run a boss again, he's welcome to do so. This game is incredibly support-sided, like, you guys go support, they just lose. So yeah, that's something I talk about a lot, is Forsaken has a fundamental flaw in the fact that their mechanicals are very minimal. I don't necessarily think it's, well, it definitely is Survivor-sided as a whole. Forsaken is, Survivor-sided, by far. But I think as well they just lack, mechanics. Because, you know, there's just, like, if you compare it to something like Dead by Daylight, or you compare it to, like, Friday the 13th, you compare it to, like, Home Sweet Home Online even, or, like, Video Horror Society, which isn't even around anymore. I've done so many different sort of deep dives into various asyms in this notebook. I've got about 20-something pages right now. I'm really sort of into it, and that's only my notes. So, you can sort of imagine the depth that this video is gonna, like, delve into. Yeah, but Forsaken is a game for kids. I don't necessarily think it's a sort of game just for kids. I think it's a game for all ages, but it definitely sort of has the minimalism that it's more for, like, younger audiences, those of, like, better ages, like, of higher ages can sort of like find it quite boring quite quick because we're sort of really tuned into it. There's still time to close your exercise rings. I don't want to exercise. My Apple Watch is telling me to exercise. I feel like I've just been called fat. Anyway, we're gonna server hop because I feel like it. I was supposed to do it ages ago and I forgot. So, whoops. Anyways, we're gonna go find something new. New server, new server. Manifesting London, please. Server lords, give me London! Yes! Also, if you want to join the boss battle, I know a lot of people were trying to we're trying to join it last time. There is a longer timer now, so if you want to join it, make sure to put the join and then your choice of class. Let me go and actually copy and paste that on the Twitch side as well, so people on the Twitch side can see it. Because I know that which platform it starts on is which place sit on. I'll make sure to put it in the Twitch chat for you as well. There you go. Why did you leave? I was about to join. Because I've been in that server for about an hour now. I need to get shuffling more. I keep forgetting. Bringle burr, guys. You don't get it. My Bringle burr! But yeah, my joins are on. This server won't be super full. And if it is super full, then we'll server hop again. It's not a problem. We've been here for an hour and 12. That's fine. Boss battle. I need to, I don't know what color pen this is, but I'm gonna make it, So I'm gonna plan some future new custom bosses as well for the B system in the future. That's gonna be fun. Bonk. Who's gonna play as? Blizzard, Dusakar, or Dumbsakar? Dumbsakar all the way. Let's all be Dumbsakars. If it's full, isn't it better to go to a private server? If I go to a private server, most of the time people on mobile don't know how to join private servers, and people on console can't join private servers either, so I usually have to add everyone individually, and it's really frustrating because you can imagine trying to add 20 plus people on Roblox while also trying to play the game and also like interact with the chat. It gets really sort of overwhelming, and obviously it becomes sort of a real problem for me, especially with sort of the way that my brain doesn't sort of do things the way other people's brains do. ADHD go burr. But private servers, we've tried it many times before. It gets really frustrating because of the way that trying to manage it works, but also the fact that people can use these, I think they're like dev skins, and people usually go and ow! My throat! Sorry. People... Bidoof is the boss for the B system. But yeah, so it's also to do with the fact that people in the private servers can use these dev skins, and I can't turn that off. So what happens is people will come in and stunlock the killers, so we can't even play. VIP is a horrible idea planned out. It doesn't really work. We've tried it before. A lot of people keep coming and like demanding it, but it just doesn't work right. Good thing I'm following on Roblox, so I don't have to search your username. Yeah, I know. I keep it in the sort of top box, so my username's always in that white box at the top on YouTube, and it's always in the sort of like a grey box on Twitch. But a lot of people don't really read that before they type in chat, and I always have like chat saying constantly like, "What's your username? What's your username?" But yeah, see you, twin. Bye bye. I'll see you soon. Enjoy your clips. I mean, it's a suggestion, but didn't think of the extra things. Yeah, no, you're fine. It's, honestly, we've tried a lot. Obviously, I've been doing Forsaken content since 2024, so I've kind of got a bit of an inside and out of how this sort of stuff works. I'm getting old. But yeah. I might have to put the Nightbot message thing back on, because it doesn't want to sort of work, does it? I might put the Nightbot, sorry, brain go burr. I might put the Nightbot thing back on. It tells everyone my username, because I know a lot of people aren't like reading the top message. So people will come in and ask for my user, but like it's at the top. I don't know if the pin message maybe doesn't show on certain devices. Somebody let me know about that. I don't know. I feel like an unk. No, you're fine. I'm 20, so I certainly feel old. My avatar's Steve from Minecraft. We love that. We love that. We love a good Minecraft. Who hates Minecraft? Like, realistically, who can hate Minecraft? I love Minecraft. Pretty peak. If the battle's already started, you can't really join, but it will sort of ask you for certain abilities and stuff. I got so many DMs. Oh my god. What else is going on? Oh, somebody joined the Beehive. Let me go say hi. My keyboard isn't playing nice. This is so mean. Bonk. Bonk. Boom. There we go. I haven't played this game since like the TAF update. That's fair enough. How do I explain it? I sort of don't really play too much Forsaken these days. It's more so for me a tendency to like do it just once a week because a lot of people sort of want it. I play a lot outside of Forsaken. I'm a big sort of horror enthusiast as a whole, especially like outside of just like Roblox. I don't just do Roblox stuff. I do a lot of like different bits and pieces. So, you know. The game keeps dragging you back. Honestly, if you want to try some other bits and pieces, I'm sure we can like find something to goof around with. Let me think. Oh, let me think. I play all sorts of bits and pieces. We do Fortnite quite regularly, in the Discord at least. We do a lot of Fortnite gaming, because we're all goofballs. Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 is another one we do a lot, because I love a good throwback. That's my Wednesday stream. What else do we have? Let me think. Outlast Trials and Dead by Daylight are two that we play quite a lot. In terms of Roblox though, we sort of do Trepidation. That's about it. Other than Forsaken, we just have Treppy, which Treppy, my one true love of ASIMs. I'm trying to think, what else have we got? First game I played when I got my Switch. Oh goodness. Fortnite is something that I've been sort of just goofing around with. Legally required to play Fortnite with me every day, otherwise I get sad. We gotta get into Festival, Twin. Yeah, we gotta start playing Festival. They just added Chapel Roan to the new sort of season 4. How do you call it? Festival and like the music pass. So that's what I've been doing at the moment. We got the Chapel Roan skin in Fortnite. It's peak. Oh yeah, I'm killer by the way next. That's gonna be fun, isn't it? Let's have a read over real quick. Let's have a little bit of a nosy cam. I want to see the new Jack Frost skin. I don't think I've ever actually seen it. Massive Infection, yeah, yep. I don't know. Oh, great. So that's now a pull forward instead. I never said we couldn't, you just don't go on it. I do, Twin. Let's see. What else have we got? Where is everyone? Oh, I saw them go for it. That's not gonna hit anyone. Then tell me when you do, I'm down to play Festival. We'll see later. Probably tomorrow as well, like tomorrow's always an option too. You gotta bait. I do bait them sometimes. Right, let's have a look. What's next? But yeah, you know, I sort of do all sorts of bits and pieces. I quite enjoy my sort of goofing around and stuff. Ah, too high up. That's the thing with 1x. Is the rework OP? Is it OP? Okay. Okay, get out of here, dude. I gotta be real. Hasn't done nearly enough to fix the fundamental problems. It's like a band-aid fix. Maybe just sort of band-aid fix, for real. Oh, there we go. Wasn't serious. I know. It just makes me giggle. It really is just a sort of like band-aid fix. How do I have 11 days? I don't play nearly as much as sort of like people sort of anticipate me to, especially with my illnesses sort of being a big contributing factor. The rework is just a buff but didn't fix any of his design flaws. Absolutely. Entirely. That's basically what I said a minute ago. 16 days. Yeah, that's fair. I don't have a lot of days. Something a lot of people sort of forget is for every sort of hour or so I spend making like for every sort of hour or so I spend in game, I'm usually spending about 3 hours or so editing that's like footage or whatever I'm doing. Especially with like the guides and stuff. With the guides, I spent hours sort of like chopping and, you know, doing various sorts of bits and— oh, that dragged that into me. No, wait, no. Yeah, I still can't win. In my opinion, New Entanglement is better. I mean, sure, it's better, but it doesn't necessarily fix the issues with 1x because 1x is still weak. 1x is still really on the weak end of killers. Yeah, that's the new Jack Frost skin, I think. The winter event. I've got one more skin to get here and then I need a couple of these as well. I can always just purchase though. Use intelligence or Y2K? Go with the Y2K one. Why not? Twitch is streaming? I have no idea. I wouldn't know. We're cooked. We're always cooked. That is the life. But yeah, feels like a weird rock, paper, scissors. I think 1x is one of those where gameplay feels more like gambling than actually using abilities. Because sure, once in a while, they can absolutely be incredibly sort of powerful, and then every other time, they're just so weak that it sort of ruins the entire experience, really. That skin for 1x has no mass infection sound? Oh, that's dumb. Why doesn't it have a sound? I know today's Forsaken Friday, but can you play a tower defense game? No, so I discussed this earlier. Basically, the way that we're going to do today is we're going to do like the sleepover thing again, where I sort of stream into like the late night sort of aspect. But we sort of probably are going to do something different. We're probably going to do like Garden Warfare again or something else like that. I'm not really a tower defense person. The only tower defense I've ever played is System Defender and Club Penguin in the early like 2010s. That's the only tower defense I've ever played, dude. I'm not a sort of tower defense person. I like my sort of horror games. I might see what else we sort of have to play, like, for tonight. You know, if we do, like, bits and pieces like that. I mean, Dead by Daylight's always an option as well. I know Stranger Things Chapter 2 released. That's money though. That's money though. Do you know what I haven't played in a long ass time? Marvel Rivals. Maybe I should go back into that. That'd be fun. Something goofy to play around with. We'll probably just shuffle around like loads of random different games. Like... I got all sorts of different bits and pieces to sort of do. I own like so many different games. I know that as well, I did discuss, for those of you that saw it, I put a YouTube post out last week asking what our next like video series should be. And I think the majority of people voted for Little Nightmares, so we'll go into Little Nightmares for the next sort of Let's Play game. After Little Nightmares, we can probably do something like Inscription or something. That was my list. My list was Inscription, Poppy Playtime, Little Nightmares, and some other bits. Obviously when we get more to sort of like spring and the warmer months, we can sort of look at going back into Hollow Knight as well. Make your own ASIM game? I don't have the skills for it. That's what a lot of people sort of forget about me, is I don't have like skills. I have... My only sort of thing I do is yap. That's all I got. That's all I got going for me. But yeah, so future sort of Let's Plays would probably be Little Nightmares. I don't know how long of the game Little Nightmares is. Let's have a Google, shall we? Is RNSV approved? Always. I thought you confused the bloody life out of me. Ah, 4.5 hours. That's not bad. You confused the life out of me when you were like, oh, don't do the RNS video. And then you were like, do the RNS video. Don't do the RNS video. Make up your mind, twin! I said that like 3 weeks ago and I'm ending the hiatus because 17 people want to. Okay, that's fine. I have the audio already saved somewhere. It's just the visuals that I need to do anyway. It's literally just like put like clips in the back. The audio was already done by all the stuff. What about Jasper? Jasper doesn't script. And I don't think Jasper would sort of make a game for me anyway, like, he's not obligated to do anything for me. But yeah, Deltarune Undertale playthrough when I have the funds. That's why he's OP. I mean, at the end of the day though, realistically, he's not even that OP. You can win a round, sure, but I'm gonna be real, it's not sort of worth like playing 1x when you can play someone that's more sort of... Is the infection sound gone? No, for some reason that skin seems to be a bit pay to win in the fact that the like noise is gone. Unless they've sort of tweaked that. The audio cues are supposed to be there, I believe, but they've just decided, you know what, pay to win time. How old is the footage? The voiceover? It was recorded whenever I told you it was recorded. I don't remember, dude. I don't have any visual footage recorded though. I'd record that actively now. I think it still applies though. The sort of entire voiceover is still sort of accurate. You haven't changed anything drastically, I don't think. That's what I mean. I never sort of record visuals until I've got the full voiceover fully trimmed up, edited, subtitled, and all that sort of jazz. I was mainly going to ask about visuals because a lot of visual changes. Yeah, no, I don't record visuals until I've done the audio aspects and subtitling and stuff. Unstable eye is OP. Honestly, I mean, you can come into streams and sort of be like, oh, watch me play 1x and show you that they're OP, but I'm gonna be real. In streams, I'm multitasking, so I'm never fully playing the game properly. I don't play, like, properly while I'm streaming. I'm usually reading the chat far more than I'm ever reading, or watching the game. Sure, I'll throw a couple abilities out there in there, but I'm never sort of super paying attention, which is why you'll notice I never get really into a chase, I just sort of die. Because I'm more here for the interaction side of anything more than anything else. But, honestly, if you want to sort of go back to my 1x video, I'm sure you could sort of watch the entirety of the footage in there. And, yeah, stuff like that. I've made a whole video on it, you know, you can watch the video, like, it gives you all the information that I would repeat back anyway, so rather than me sort of boring everyone else with my, endless yapping, just go and watch the video, you know, I already cover everything that you need to know about, like, why 1x is weak and stuff, because it is, you know, as soon as you upload a video on 1x and how, like, trash the rework is done. Yeah, I know, but do you know what? If I was still doing Forsaken content, I would upload another video about how 1x is still trash and that they basically just dropped a band-aid fix. Like, sure, it's a little bit better, but is it really fixing the fundamental issue, or is it just a band-aid fix? Because I know which one it is. Hi, French Toast. Welcome in, welcome in. I know a lot of people get, like, really mad. They're like, oh my god, 1x is really OP, you can't have an opinion. But, like, bro, it's still easy to dodge. It's still easy to, it's really easy to dodge both, still. If I wanted to sort of, like, pay enough attention to, like, dodge, I would. But, you know, it's so easy to dodge and stuff. I think 1x is so sort of gambly that it's insane. But as well, I think it's important to remember that a lot of people falsely fall into the narrative that 1x is OP because of the fact that 1x is a noob stomper. If you don't know what's going on, then obviously you're gonna sort of get confused and get hit by the abilities. But the second you sort of learn to recognize those sort of prompts and cues and how to do, like, counterplay, good luck. The only good thing they did in the rework is the Unstable Eye, because it's the only thing not gambling about him. Yeah, even then, though, Unstable Eye it's just kind of there. My first round against the rework 1x in a private was 33 seconds. Fourth was 1 minute and 22 seconds, and the other person quit. See, that's what I find. A lot of people will be like, oh, 1x is so OP, and then as soon as you sort of actually drag them into a private server for 1v1s, they'll rage quit and just, like, tweak out. It's really funny. I gotta go. No worries. Thanks for showing up. Hope you had fun. I will see you another time. See you next stream. Yeah, it will be probably tomorrow sometime. Instead of fixing stuff, can we delete the game? Honestly, the game is something. Gotta say that much, because it's... The stamina slop is stamina slopping right now. Had to get used to the new Mass Infection speed, but entanglement can literally benefit you on some loops. Yeah, it's sort of crazy. You missed it, Fidek, but earlier I have a list somewhere. I've been working on this sort of, like, really, like, interesting deep dive into, like, the stamina slot thing. And I have a list somewhere that discusses every sort of movement mechanic in different games. And it's like, oh, this game has, like, 7 movement mechanics, and it's Forsaken just has, like, stamina, that's it. It's insane. It's really funny. But yeah, it's been sort of really interesting to sort of do bits and pieces. Great crowd control. I mean, yeah, I suppose, but I still think even like the minion spawns can still be such a gamble as well. They sort of don't spawn the way that you would anticipate. Especially if everyone dies in one sort of area. Crowd control doesn't matter if you can't kill people in the first place, that is very true. But yeah, no, I find that in comparison to a variety of other things, there's so many things that sort of fall short with Forsaken and other games of a similar nature. I've got a whole stamina slot video, like, ready to sort of release. I might, like, put some sneak peeks out, later on for some bits and pieces. I can probably put a lot into, like, I'll probably put a lot of it in the boosters chat, but I might put some of it public. But yeah, there's sort of been a whole load of crazy things I've, like, delved into with this sort of planning that I've been up to. I'm not even kidding, you should see the notebook that I've got at the minute. I've got like 100 pages of like random stuff. My planning notebook is sick and tired of me already. I only play on stream. I don't necessarily play outside anymore because it's just not enjoyable. Explain why you don't mess with it so people will stop asking. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm so planning on that because I'm tired of it. I put it in the FAQ as well. I don't know if you noticed in the Discord, I put it in the FAQ. Yeah, it's in the little thingy now. But I definitely will sort of like work on this. Obviously, I'm finishing up the Treppy Survivor Guide at the minute. I did the voiceover for it, but I haven't trimmed it yet, and I haven't sort of done anything beyond recording it yet. It's in the editing software waiting to be sort of fixed up. But right now, I'm trying to... What happened to Fortnite clips? So the full video went to Rats and clips have gone elsewhere. I've sent loads of bits and pieces around to different people to sort of mess around with and have some fun with. I've got more to send to other people as well. There's a couple of videos I need to send to Tony. Did I put them on TikTok? I didn't get anything for TikTok yet. I'm waiting for someone to sift through a bunch of my like clips for me because I've got like 100 gig on like of like clips and stuff. So I want someone to sort of go through all of those because I get sick of the sound of my own voice after a couple of minutes. Whereas someone else who hasn't heard it probably wouldn't get as sick of it as quick. But that's just my Fortnite stuff. Other sort of clips I have all kinds. I have Garden Warfare, I have sort of like Repo, and I have so much stuff that I can sort of delve into and distribute. It's just a sort of case of, oh, they changed the Weeping Angel render. But yeah, there's sort of all sorts of bits and pieces I can delve into over time. I am planning on some more, what do you call it? Like, Let's Play stuff as well. I have my next sort of like 3 Let's Play videos planned out. You sit on your computer all day, is that it? I do not. I do not sit on my computer all day because I have an illness where I cannot sort of like sit for very long. Not you, I was gonna say, like, I can't sit for very long at all. Usually when I'm streaming, as soon as I get off stream, I go straight to my bed and I'm like, full sort of like, I don't think the cool kid likes me very much, guys. Bonk. Why did that do cigar have a big head? It's the skin. Dumb cigar is the win. What's the best letter of the alphabet? You know my answer to this question. I have glasses for a reason, me too, twin. I am not wearing them though. I'm gonna be so honest. What did you invite me to? I'm not playing. What is wrong with you? What did you just send me? What did you just invite me to? What the hell, Logan? There's something wrong with you, dude. What is that? That's a yourself avatar? Oh yeah, so it is. So it is. I am not playing Sleep on a Femboy Lap, bro. Get out of my invites immediately, dude. Never invite me again, bro. Never invite me again, bro. Do not hit me up. Do not pregnant man react me. We're done. I'm not having this outrageous behavior. Do you know what, Logan? I will take you later on. I'll take you to Five Nights at the Slots. There is a Roblox game with Five Nights at the Slots. It's great. I know you wouldn't get it. Five Nights at the Slots, like slot machines. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, but Five Nights at the Slots. It's a gambling. Gambling. I have a screenshot of me playing it. I'm not playing Fanboy Simulator. All of you can get out of here. What the hell? I'm not playing Furry Tower Defense. What is... Why is my audience this bad, dude? Why are y'all like this? Why are y'all like this, dude? Stop inviting me to Furry Tower Defense. Get out of here. Haha, they tried to dodge it. I gotcha. You'll never win. Do do. I win. I'm being so serious. I'm not playing cart ride into pregnant hyenas, bro. A worm? Yeah, I am a worm. An evil worm. Do I read what's said in chat? You're finished in 5 mins? Oh, hell yeah. Please use the Cool Kid default skin. I'm not playing Cool Kid. I'm playing 1x. I want to get a better grasp on this. Obviously I don't play outside of like stream, so I want to delve into the rework while I'm here. I'm not playing cart riding to 17 postnatal hyenas, bro. Get out! Play Builderman, he benefits from your playstyle of AFKing and not paying attention. I could, you know. I do actually pay attention sometimes, just not very often. To be fair, I don't pay attention because the chat gets mad if I don't pay attention. If I don't read chats instantly, everyone's saying, "Did you even read my chat? Did you even read my chat? Why aren't you reading my chats right now, V? Why aren't you reading the second I send a message?" People don't seem to understand that latency exists and it sort of hurts my feelings, dude. Where is bro going? Hi, I took your knees. I'm not playing cart riding to K-pop demon hunters. 5 upvotes and I'll take Logan's mod away. I'm not playing Steal a Femboy. What is wrong with you guys? Here I am thinking, oh, it's gonna be a nice, peaceful, calm stream. No, no, no. It's a Forsaken stream. It's the one stream of the week that people actually show up to. Hi. Bonk. I'm not playing Talk to Femboys. What the- I hate you all. Good at all of your streams, you do, Twin. But yeah, no, Forsaken streams are the ones, like, stream of the week that, like, people actually show up to. Especially with, like, the fact that, like, it's the only stream I have that does well. The rest of my streams have got, like, 2 viewers. I'm talking to myself half the time. But yeah. Can you join? My username's literally pinned at the top of the chat, so you can join whenever you want. I try to server hop every so often. I'll probably server hop in a sec. So we'll do one more round in here, and then we'll shuffle on over to a new server. Yeah, why not? They're not chinchillas, bro! I don't want to play Escape from Mad Femboys. Dude. We're so cooked, dude. Jasper, why did you invite me to Femboy Hangout? Get out of my DMs, dude. It's a running joke. They're not chinchillas! They're rabbits, bro! Do they look like chinchillas? Need to play this game? What is it? I swear to God, if it's another bloody... Why is everyone inviting me to the weirdest shit while I'm streaming? Dude. You two figuring out that this was a thing was so mean. They're so cute. Yeah, you can't... Who just dared to say eat them? Those are not chinchillas, bro. Although sometimes I do think they are double chinchillas, the way that they've got double chins, bro. I won't lie to you. It's okay, I'm going to see them tomorrow, so I'm sure that the VHive, the Discord server, is going to get spammed with bunny pictures tomorrow, so if you want to see bunny pictures, it's your sign to get in the Discord before tomorrow. Because I will be spamming so many bunny photos tomorrow. I have a backpack full of treats for them that I'm showing up with tomorrow. So, already in which chat, usually I post them in Hive. I'll do like a chat revive ping, and I'll be like, guys, look who it is. And it'll be the fattest bunny you've ever seen. They're so fat and round. I got them treats, and I know that tomorrow they're gonna love it. Like, I'm gonna show up tomorrow, and they're gonna, like, run at me. I'm gonna be attacked by bunnies. But yeah, if you want bunny pictures, the Discord is gonna be full of them tomorrow, because, like, it's gonna be full. Trust me. I went to a pet store after the dentist earlier, like last week. Last week, whenever it was. And oh my god, that's huge. I went to the dentist, and after the dentist, there was a sort of, how do you call it? There was a pet store. There was a pet store just across the road, so we went in there, and they had bunny treats on clearance. So I grabbed a bunch of bunny treats, and I'm gonna go rock up tomorrow and feed the bunnies so many treats. You really deserve to be a famous YouTuber. I'm okay with what I got, you know? I like just being able to read the chat, because I know a lot of, like, famous people, sort of, how do you call it? A lot of famous people have, like, a chat that moves way too quick. And it's, oh my god, I feel so sort of, how do you call it? I feel so sort of mean when I don't read people's messages. I already struggle as is, so it's like, you can imagine how sort of, like, awful it would be if my chat was going at, like, record speeds. Come play Terraria with Femboy Boss Mod? No. Get out, Jasper. Can this guy shut up and let others speak? Be nice, be nice. You guys can all speak. The chat isn't gonna flood away for me to not be able to see it. My chat is like, my chat like thing on my screen is huge. I've got a whole monitor just for OBS. You'll be fine. Just be nice, be positive. We love a good yapper. I'm a yapper myself. Let's all be nice. Be nice. You're all gonna get your messages seen either way. Flooding, there's like nothing to flood. Like, I have very few viewers. It's okay. I can sort of, like, read all of it. It's okay. What did you just invite me to? How do I block? What are some hot takes on Forsaken you've got? Other than obviously the video I put out with 1x being really weak and the video I did about Slasher being really strong. I'm trying to think. I think the whole stamina thing. Yeah, the whole stamina thing I always rant about. What else have we got? I think people overrate Guest 666 too much. Sixer is way too sort of overrated, because Sixer sort of tends to struggle in certain zones. Cool Kid is just a sort of a, like, a middle ground, decently okay, succeeds most of the time. Sort of like on the higher end of middle ground. 1x rework is unbalanced. 1x rework didn't fix the fundamental issues with 1x. 1x literally just, like, the rework is basically a band-aid fix. And people will probably clown on me for it. But 1x is literally a band-aid fix at the minute. Have I ever played Let Him Go? I think I have. I think somebody sent that into viewer suggestion last year. Rework is basically the counter to Pros in Forsaken. It's not even that strong. I'm gonna be honest, it's not even that strong. Sure, 1x is always a noob stomper, always has been a noob stomper. I covered that in my video months ago. But, like, realistically, once you're playing against people that know how to predict, then, like, you're just not gonna get anywhere. But, you know, it's just not sustainable. It's like hitting the slots. 1x is genuinely impossible to balance. That's what I mean. They keep saying, oh yeah, let's sort of rework. Let's rework. No, you need to completely just, like, give up with it. Like, just do something different, Twin. Probably be going now. See you later. Just wanted to say it was me with a big head. No worries. Thanks for showing up. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hi, V. Oh, hi, Timmy. Can I come and say hi? Sure you can. Sure, come and crash the stream, Twin. We love a good stream crash. Let's go over here for this one. Chicken femboy suit ritual. Oh my god. You can balance a game with good fundamentals, but you can't do anything with a game with terrible fundamentals. Exactly. Exactly my point. The fact that the game sort of doesn't have a good base means that you can't do much with it, because that's basically like trying to build a house on top of a very unstable Lego brick, like, base. You can't build... Or it's like trying to build a house on, like, cracked concrete. It's not gonna do anything other than fall. Counter Shedletsky's tech of slashing while under entanglements effects. Counter just, like, purposely miss. See, it's not even like that. You can literally just step back from a shed. The thing I often talk about is that abilities are not strong enough to make or break a chase. It's all about survivor stamina. That's what I mean. That's why the game's so fundamentally, like, lacking. This guy really hates my sentries. It's not very nice, is it? What meanie pants? This is my house. No. No. I'm just gonna sit here. I will wait until your round ends. Please kick their ass when... I'm always kicking ass. We all know I'm kicking ass. Oh, is that Tiger Cheese Balls? Hi, Tiger Cheese Balls. Welcome in, Twin. Even if you miss on purpose to count that, you use one of your most important skills. Yeah, no, I find that 1x is just so... meh. It's literally the equivalent of, like... They've literally put, a band-aid on, like... a giant wound and said, yeah, sure, fixed. Great. You can know how to use people right and it still won't sort of, like, work. Because at the end of the day, it's not a good base, it's not a good ability, and it's not, like, it's not well thought out, you know? As I say, Forsaken has far too much of a focus on the cosmetic sides. They don't sort of have any kind of attention to the mechanical side of the game. They literally just sort of put so little effort into it. Oh, look who it is.
Hi. Hi.
Where have you been?
Oh god, myself twice. Excuse me. There we go. Hi, Free. Hello.
Hi, Tim Tambourine.
Hi, how are you?
I'm hungry. Can you buy me a cheeseburger?
Oh man, if only I could give you some of the KFT that I have over here. But yeah, how are you? How's stream going? Is everyone having a good time?
It's scary, but it's okay. I have caffeine and a dream.
You and your caffeine. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Man. Oh man. V, have you?
Have I what?
it's been such a journey for you. Do you know about Iron Lung?
No, I do not. I know what,
You do
like, it's
not.
like Markiplier's thing, right? The movie, but I haven't
Yes,
seen it yet.
it is. It is a Steam game. I went to see the movie tonight.
Oh, did you have fun? Was it peak? Was it as peak as you
Yeah.
imagined?
It is very bloody, but it was so fun. It's
Blood's nothing new.
it was such a good psychological horror film. It was really
Oh,
fun
hell
to
yeah.
go to. I would
You made
highly
your done.
recommend it. Man, Markiplier did such a good job, but I won't say anything else in case someone in here is looking to see the film as well. But I will recommend it. I would recommend it if anyone's going to it. But yeah, I see
There you
it's
go.
busy. You're doing good. A lot of busy bees.
Yeah, as I always say, it's the one stream of the week where people actually come along.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So, but the real question, okay, have they all liked the stream yet?
I don't know, have they?
I wanna see that number go up. So if you haven't already, Timmy, aka Chicken Man, asks you to like V's stream. Show some support. Come on. If you haven't already, like stream and subscribe. Subscribe. Or you will be the next person in the Iron Lung movie, and you don't want to be there. If you know what I mean.
No.
Maybe. No, but but yeah, I just wanted to crash the stream and tell you about my I guess journey, but let's see. Yeah. Why are people
We always love a good crash.
And of course Logan is looking to fight to get number 2 up. Get
Logan's
out.
always trying to fight. Have you met Logan? Like,
No, I have not.
why are we surprised when?
Maybe it's for the best that I don't know who they are. But yeah, I'll leave you to your stream, I suppose. I need to hit the hay. So you have a good rest of your stream. I'll probably be lurking and moderating a chat. To be honest.
No worries. Thanks for
I have
coming to
nothing
crash.
else.
We love a good crash.
You're welcome. All right, bye bye now.
Right. Bye bye. Don't we love the good Timmy crash, everyone? I killed them, bro. They died. They were killed. You okay? When are you gonna server hop? Thank you for the reminder. I'm actually gonna do that right now. I don't think we've been in here for like we've been in here long enough, right? Let's go and server hop again. Let's go find somewhere nice to go. What else were people saying while I was having a yap with Tim Tambourine? What's the backstory of your nickname V? It's literally just a family nickname. It's literally just a family nickname. There's no sort of backstory to it. A lot of people think I named myself after some random character from like video game or something, but no, it's a family nickname. It's sort of something I've been called for years now. People are like, oh, you named yourself after Dandy's World, and it's like, no, my channel goes back like 3 years, so I clearly sort of date Dandy's World. What else? V's 5 bunny in a trench coat. Yeah, to be fair, yeah. Blue or red Jack Frost 1X better? I think, I like the red one. Oh, I see. Just too similar to other V. I was here first. Okay? Yeah, but I was here first. I was here first. So, like, I win. If anything, get rid of Veronica, because I was here first. I was, by the way. I was in Forsaken before Veronica was in Forsaken. I was here in 2024. October 24 is when I joined the Forsaken Discord. My first Forsaken video was uploaded in December 24. So, do with that what you will. I'm the OG here. People try and clown on me, but you know, I am the OG. Spectre copied you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was copied. Everyone copied me, bro. Find it funny how when killers are OP, there's an outrage and needs nerfs, but when survivors are OP, they're fine and nerfs get owned deserved. No, literally. That's, it's the exact same sort of issue. It's the exact same sort of issue that Dead by Daylight has. Survivor mains are just, like, evil. Like, the entitlement is insane. Why is this BV a tree right now? Oh. Yay. Cool. Let me... They're definitely gonna come and smack me. Someone please save me. But yeah, we love a good Timmy invasion. Timmy invasions are arguably the best bit of stream. If Timmy comes and crashes the stream, you know it's gonna be a good stream. Oh, Timmy, do you want to know what we're up to tonight? I don't think I told you yet. We're doing the sort of sleepover idea. I am heavily caffeinated on a whole lot of pain meds. And that can only mean one thing. We're doing the sleepover thing. So we're gonna do Forsaken Friday as usual, and then we're gonna do some late night streams covering some other games. Yeah. Yeah, I like sort of doing like the late night streams. Like, I can stream until like 2 AM. It's not a problem. Obviously, because I'm sort of... I live on my own floor of the house, so it's not like... My nan goes to bed at like midnight as well, so like it's not even sort of a concern of waking anyone up until sort of midnight. But even then, I'm not even that loud. You see, I'm not like, a lot of streamers out there and like content creators and stuff are like, oh, you know, screamy and stuff. Like, I don't scream. Anyway, I did see someone say in the chat that, my take on 1x was skill issues. Whoever said that, I would really sort of implore you to go in 1v1 with Fidek. Fidek is... Fidek does those 1v1s quite a lot and will probably prove you sort of very wrong very quickly. Fidek, every time that someone says 1x is OP, Fidek takes them into a 1v1 and absolutely crushes them. It's really funny. So, yeah, I implore you to go and do that. It's 22:45. It's only 20:45 here. It's 8 PM, 8:45 right now. We are currently not even that late. It's not even that late, to be fair. Can the dispensers take care of these guys? Can we like get the dispenser to kill this? My job of stream sniping has worked. That's not very nice. I hope you spill your drink. I hope you spill your drink. All over the floor. And the floor gets all sticky and gross. And your sock sticks to it. I really want to play with that guy, then can you write his name down? Is Fidek still here? I can ping him in the Discord if you want to. Yeah, if you go to the Discord and look for a... Fidek. If you look for Fidek, I'm sure he will wanna... I'm sure he will mention it at some point. Would v1 but not feeling Forsaken. See, that's fair. I'm not a 1v1 kind of person, but I know that Fidek does this kind of stuff all the time, and then sort of like posts the clips of it. I remember a 1x clip being posted by Fidek that was 11 minutes of a Shedletsky looping a 1x who claimed that 1x was OP, and it was quite funny. But yeah, it's an interesting night tonight. What time? We're on about 2 hours or so. Let's see. Loop slot gaming for real. Honestly, it's very interesting to sort of goof around. I can't purchase any more gingerbread. Server list. Oh. Okay. What the fuck is this, Jasper? What is in my DM? Thing about that clip is my mum, she walked in halfway through and I had to explain to her something while looping. That just shows you everything you need to know, really. Oh my god. I keep yapping about the whole vid thing, but when anyone tell me I can just clip and not edit it, you can, like... Every time anything else every time that restreams anything else think I'm more fit to, they get a lot of views. Oh, I don't get any views unless I'm doing Forsaken. Forsaken's the only sort of stream that I get views on. I get like my other streams tend to get about 2 to sort of 5 viewers, which I'm okay with because I have fun. I don't necessarily care so much about the viewers more than I care about like having fun and having a good time. But yeah, I play all sorts of different games and stuff. Everyone seems to be convinced that I'm just a sort of Roblox player, but like, no, I play so much random crap. I mean, we got Garden Warfare, we got Steam survival games all the time, we got all sorts of bits and different pieces. I'm sure I could convince Timmy to come and join us for a Survival Sunday this week.
No, not the whole time, you nitwit.
1v1 on Outlast Trials? Hell yeah. I don't think Timmy would, like... I don't think Timmy's a huge fan of Outlast Trials. I dragged him last time and he was terrified. Yeah, Timmy is not a fan. I love Trials. If they second, in real life, what would you do? Probably not much, considering I'm disabled, I'm not gonna get very far. I'm physically disabled, I ain't getting far. That's what I mean, everyone's like, oh, how would you function in a horror game? Or in a horror movie? I wouldn't make it any far! I wouldn't make it very far at all. I'm just opening my DMs to see what Jasper sent me, and I'm very, very disappointed. Do you know what? I'm gonna forward that to Timmy. If I had to see this shit, then it's going to Timmy as well. See if I can quick forward it. That's fake. See what I can do with this here. What am I forwarding? Some awful DMs I've just been sent. Why? Logan, you get out my DMs as well. No! Oh no. It's over. I'm so... Who dared? Who dared? I can't even explain the thing I've just been sent. I'm just genuinely speechless at this point. Right, I'm gonna read you the DM that Timmy has just sent me. I'm just gonna read this to you real quick. If I don't get murdered first.
No, not the whole time, you
The
nitwit.
DM I have just received says, I don't shut up, I grow up, and when I see you, I throw up, and I think we need to shame Timmy for that one. That deserves next level shame. That's going in the hive of shame, actually. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, that's going straight to the hive of shame. This is insane. I have just been hit with an absolute throwback. That took me back to like 20, like whatever, like 2020, bro. I'm at a loss. I'm at an actual loss. Timmy slander, I'm happy. When you figure out something to eat? Oh no. I've just been threatened, guys. Can we cancel Timmy? But yeah, no. It's been a crazy couple of days. I am very much... As soon as the stream ends, I'm going to make myself some noodles, because I deserve them. Right, let me see. What have we got? I need more caffeine, I'm gonna be real. We need more caffeine. Where's my juice? Here. You guys can get a nice sort of... More? Yeah, we need more. Yeah. I can drink like 4 of those. If I have to do that for tonight's stream, I will. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Sleepover stream. Yeah, it's gonna be a sleepover stream. I will sort of grab something to munch while we, like... I don't know what we're gonna do first after, sort of, like, Forsaken, though. Can you place an ornament on the tree? I think... yeah, it is a bit barren, isn't it, actually, now that you mention it. You should have been there for the Christmas event in my Discord server. I don't know if we did it. I don't think it was this year. I think it was last year. I don't remember when it was, but we hosted an event where you could. I basically had somebody make me a couple of like blank templates for couple of blank templates for baubles, and I had a Christmas tree drawn, and I wanted people to submit their own like bauble designs to put on the tree, but nobody really sort of like joined in, so I ended up cancelling it. I'm sure anybody that's been in the hive long enough sort of remembers this. How are you? I'm burned out. Ah, well, I hope you feel better soon. I'm okay. We're planning to do like a nice little sleepover stream tonight. So we're gonna do, Forsaken Friday as usual, and then we're gonna do some sort of like overnight stuff while I'm like, you know, goofing around and having some fun. I met you last week because you were on my For You page. Yeah, apparently I was on people's For You pages. I haven't really posted much on the TikTok because I don't really know what to post. I'm not very good at these sort of short form media content things. I'm not good at this. But I've sort of put a contest out at the minute in the Discord for people to design, take clips from my sort of like streams and turn them into TikToks. And obviously that's gonna have like the prizes. I think the prizes were like, I think, so first place is 1k Robux, second place is 500 Robux, and third place is 250. But like, it's a whole thing. Just burned out because of overworking on 2 projects. One's a solo project, one's an ASIM I do concepts for. Well, make sure to take some like rest and stuff. It's important to sort of like rest because, you know, you don't want to obviously burn yourself out. Overworking on something can actually make you like form a sort of hatred against it, so you need to sort of like make sure to schedule like, what do you call it? You need to sort of schedule like breaks and, you know, take adequate time for your sort of like self. I'm bored, should I draw your avatar? You're welcome to sort of like draw like my model and stuff. If you're in the Discord as well, we have like an art channel and you can put it in there and I'll pin it. Go crazy. I have like a couple bits and pieces. Who? Timmy, stop sending me evil sort of like messages. Stop being evil in my DMs. I just posted it on my YouTube post thing. Oh hell yeah, I'd love to sort of have a look and sort of upvote it. If I can repost it, I will. You have to let me know when it's done so I can sort of have a look. I'm not like clever with these sort of like technology things. I feel like I'm getting old saying that. What was that? I don't remember that. That was not like real. Someone drew that. What did you send me, Logan? What is that? What is that? No. Why? Why do people keep trying to turn me into a femboy? I'm not a femboy, bro. Planning on doing breaks. Just gotta finish 3 or 2 more concepts and then I'll just take maybe like 7-hour break. Definitely very kind, they're very welcome. They love my art. Yeah, it's important to like obviously sort of like take adequate breaks and stuff, but make sure to sort of do like what you enjoy in the meantime as well, because it's a big sort of, you know, burnout is very real, and I feel it a lot myself, especially if you're not like enjoying what you're doing. So, you know, make sure to sort of focus on like taking care of yourself, you know. You're a killer? I don't think that's a good sign for me. I'm cancelling VLOOK at the Hive. Get out, bro! All the femboys say that, not gonna lie. I'm not! What? Whatever, dude. These allegations against my name are false. You can't cancel me for me quite rightly pointing out something. That's only half the conversation anyway. That guy was like being really nasty to everyone for no reason. So I put them in their place because no one should be nasty to people. First impression of you, by the way. Well, welcome in. I promise I was gonna say we're not always this crazy, but we are pretty rowdy around here. Don't worry, it's all in good fun. We just joke around a lot. We're goofy in that sort of sense. I enjoy working on concepts, but everyone does need a break from time to time. Yeah, breaks are really important. I often sort of like will take like a step away from a couple of different streams every so often just to make sure I sort of get adequate time to sort of do what I feel like doing. Or if I'm having like if I'm not very well or like my illnesses are sort of like kicking my ass, then, you know, I take a break because if I need a break, I need a break at the end of the day. I am still a human. Albeit a lot of people sort of forget that, but it's not sort of a problem that I necessarily find I'm afraid of sort of taking breaks. I definitely put myself first, but I know a lot of people sort of forget that I'm a human and they think I'm some sort of like streaming machine. No, I'm a human and disabled one at that, so I'm not exactly able to sort of sit and just do nothing as much as other people. But yeah, no. Let me think. What have I been sort of like? Where's my notepad gone? I had a notepad here a minute ago and I was writing things down. Right, what's this here? This is my upcoming sneak peeks for the boosters and stuff. What's this one? Oh, those are other games to research. A friend is a femboy, should I block him? No! People can be who they want to be, who cares at the end of the day? If someone's happy and they're not hurting anyone, who cares, you know? At the end of the day, you know, judging other people is cringe. Not that cringe really exists, let's be real. Cringe is just a way for people to justify hating on, like, you know, other people. But, like, who cares? At the end of the day, just be happy. Like, it's not ever that deep. But the dev team doesn't get in lots of drama like Outgrown Memories of Forsaken. Been in some drama before, but don't want that to happen. Yeah, I think what a lot of sort of dev teams have is they don't have like adequate communication, and they also sort of just don't handle like a lot of things well. What you find is with a dev team, if there's drama, you need someone who's like wise in like the PR side of things. Especially like as a big team. You need someone who's sort of like a PR person to sort of break down these things. The problem is ASIM devs with zero drama have zero players. No, truly, because that's like pretty much every like good Roblox ASIM. Wait, you play Garden Warfare 2? Yep, I stream, we call it Warfare Wednesdays. I do Garden Warfare 2 every Wednesday, and we'll probably do it as part of the sort of like event we're doing tonight. We're going to do a little bit of a, like a, we've been calling it a little bit of a sleepover event. It's basically where we sort of stream later into the night. So I'll do my usual sort of stream, and then I'll sort of stay up a little bit later and do various bits and pieces. So just whatever I really feel like playing. Obviously I'll do a bit of a, how do you call it? Obviously I'll do a bit of a sort of like break between them because I will need to sort of let my like heart rate calm itself for a little bit, but we'll decide on something to do. Strapping you down and making you watch every Forsaken drama vid. I'm gonna be so real. The people who make drama videos are like crazy as fuck. It's insane, dude. No, because like I watched I remember watching one of these Forsaken drama videos because people kept going on and on at me about it. Like, I don't care about drama. Like, as far as I know, Soul is gone. So I watched one of these videos that's like, Soul's not really gone, guys. And it was, I'm gonna show you hard proof. Shows a fucking screenshot of like a Roblox profile and that's it. Okay, sure, that's a Roblox profile, but how does that link to Soul? Doesn't make any fucking sense. And that's a screenshot anyway. Do you know how easy it is for me to go and like inspect element a screenshot real quick? Like, these drama YouTubers are so dumb. It's insane. And a lot of them are problematic themselves, apparently. Obviously, I don't keep up with it myself because I just don't give a fuck. So much drama over the Roblox shit is so petty. This guy called me a stinky poo-poo head. That guy called me a piss boy. Shut your bitch-ass mouth, bruh. Like, but it's like, what is going on? To the point where, like, this is what we've devolved into. But yeah, these, like, drama videos, so-called drama videos, they will just, like, post these so-called, like, stupid, like, videos. There's drama about 25% to Soul. Yeah, I watched one on that, and it was literally just a Roblox profile screenshot. It didn't show you anything else. It showed you a Roblox profile, and then it showed you a screenshot of that being on the Forsaken payout list, but it didn't show you any kind of proof that it actually linked back to Soul. It just showed you that it was on the Forsaken payout list. Anybody could own that account. I could own that account. Like, it doesn't show you any kind of link, bro. I watched this one video, and it was some guy playing, like, some goofy game in the back. It's like, bruh. It's insane. And a lot of people would be like, well. I know, but like, bro, you never know what's going on. You never know what's going on with these communities. May you join? Yeah, my username's pinned in the top, like, white box. You don't have to add me or anything. Just go to my profile and join. We need to watch Tronium again. Yeah, we should. Didn't, like, one of the devs say... See, even if, like, one of the devs said that, how are you gonna, like, prove that? It's crazy, like... That's like saying, oh, one of my mods said that I'm, a furry, so I must be a furry. Like... I just think that people are too easy to believe things on the internet these days. But I know that sort of... How do you call it? For example, I could go right now and I could I could like I could really easily actually, you don't even have to Photoshop, you literally can just hit Control-I on your keyboard and edit messages on your screen and take a screenshot. I could go right now and make a screenshot of Logan saying something like, I am a cat boy that likes, playing Skibidi Toilet Tycoon. Like, I could go and make a screenshot of Logan saying that right now. And I could post that to Twitter and try and cancel Logan. No, I will do that in a minute. If you guys want me to do it, I'll do it. If you want me to make a crazy screenshot like that, I'll do it. Just to prove that, like, you can't believe screenshots on the internet, dude. This is something I talk about a lot. Like, people are gullible these days to the point where they'll, like, believe a screenshot. Never believe a screenshot. You can inspect elements so easily. If you need to add your own killer in Forsaken, what would you do? I'd want to go for some, like, some kind of, like, bee. I think it'd be interesting to go for a concept of something like a bee that's been sort of, like, inflicted with radiation and sort of, like, corrupted over time. I think that'd be a very interesting concept. I think a bee from, like, a hive in, like, a radioactive aftermath kind of zone would be a certainly interesting sort of vibe. Would add Jason back, he's the OG slasher. You can't have Jason though. I've explained this a couple of times to people because I know a lot of people don't understand it, but basically because Jason is an IP, somebody owns the rights to Jason. Therefore, if you put Jason in Forsaken, they can send you a copyright takedown thing and it will get the entire game banned. If they file a DMCA, which is a Digital Millennium Copyright Act, they can get the entire like game just taken down like that. And because obviously Jason is an IP of like one of these like movie companies. Yeah, he's copyrighted. You can't sort of have him. Slaughterhouse OST for you to listen to while playing. I don't listen to music because I'm not sort of like someone who can do like music much while streaming. But also I'm trying, like, I do not want to get sort of copyright striked as well. But the Jason design is from Area 51. Yeah, sure, that might be the case, but still, the Jason design from Area 51 is also comparable to the Jason design of the original slasher from the movies. How did they not get into trouble? I'm pretty sure they will do. It depends as well. If you, I don't know if Area 51, I don't know anything about the game, but if you are earning any kind of monetary, like, money from the game, you can be striked. Whereas if Area 51 isn't a game that makes any money from anything, then they can't be taken down. They can keep the copyright stuff. It's only when so what is argued by the movie company is that Forsaken is making money off of their license. So they would argue that people are buying coins to buy Jason skins, which Jason is their IP, therefore they're giving Forsaken money for the IP. So that's what it would be. I reckon Area 51 doesn't have any sort of monetary gain. When you see a Nightshade 2 times chasing you, I have 13 levels, 200 ping. It's me, I want to give you a med. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. Here you go. Remember how I was saying about how you can fake screenshots very easily? What are these bunnies? And I'm finally back. Welcome back. Those are my bunnies. They're idiots. They lack brain cells. But there you go. I sent a screenshot in the general of me very easily falsifying a screenshot of Logan saying something dumb. There you go. I can literally do that to anybody. That's why exactly I say, like, don't believe the shit you see on Twitter. Because you know for a fact that that's very easily photoshopped. If it's a screenshot, never trust it fully. Can you throw the bunnies onto the moon? No, they're nice. It's not copyright. Streamers have played it on stream and they don't get copyright striked. I still don't play anything on my streams because I'm not trying to risk it. It's the same way that somebody recently uploaded some of the Forsaken themes and then started copyright striking us all. That actually happened, by the way. We've had that happen twice now. That is something that's happened twice so far. Originally, there was some other person that, like, stole the Forsaken lobby music to make it into an actual track. Uploaded it to YouTube. And then copyright striked us all. And then there's been other instances as well. When I had the permission to read some lore about my killer to you, go crazy. I'm just here for a good yap and a good time. Have fun, you know? Feel free to tell me about whatever you want, within reason, of course. If you break YouTube terms of service, I am not taking any responsibility for your actions. The cat is a tree, though. I wouldn't put it past you, Logan. I wouldn't put it past you. Why is this 2-time an NPC now? That's quite funny. Time are we on? 9 o'clock. Okay, so what I'm probably gonna do, what are you guys thinking in terms of... Oh, my prescription's been approved. Yay, I got my medicine. Okay, let me put a poll up. Let's go for... Okay, we'll put that one on there. We'll put... Don't know what we can sort of put on the list for tonight's, like, sleepover stream. What do you guys want? I'm not sure what we'll put on here tonight. Let's see. Curious and blank of the pure heart. Taking a few days apart, kidnapped and tested on. Blimey. The box? What the hell? The box? Not the box! The box. You opened it. Sorry. I got the Dead by Daylight brain rot. Bonk. Let me think. Could do a Jackbox stream. We could do Jackbox tonight instead of tomorrow. Gotta go bye. No worries, thanks for showing up. Hope you enjoyed. Hope the chaos was as chaos as you were expecting it to be. What's my opinion on waffles? I think they're okay. I mean, they're not bad, but they're just kinda... they're okay. Have a good stream. Thank you, thank you. I will try my best. Do, 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 do. Bloody hell! Calm yourself, I'll put you a dispenser down eventually. I'm just trying to put my call out at the moment. What are you guys guys also want to see for other options for the sleepover stream stuff? What do we feel like? Anything in particular we want to see? Ah, sorry, hiccups. I clarified earlier, but I'm not gonna touch Hollow Knight at all until the summer because my bones are not built for that right now. In the winter, you tend to have like stiff bones, and with my bones already being busted as hell, it's way too impossible for me right now. I have a oh, that's not very nice. You took forever. I'm dumb, okay? Minecraft, honestly. I could, you know what? That's a shout. Making pics is truly easy. Exactly. That's why I'm sort of saying, like, don't believe what you see on Twitter about all these Roblox drama people. There we go. There's your poll. Let me know what you want to see. Gotta go, it was very fun. No worries, thanks for showing up. Not Garden Warfare 2, very mean. Yeah, I haven't played Hypixel in years, but honestly, if that's what people want, I'll do it, like. Okay, right, I need to do some maths real quick. So, if I took my medicines, I took painkillers just before stream. About an hour before stream. So I should be okay to take some again soon. I might actually just take my nighttime meds early as well. Just so I sort of know I'm not going to struggle too much. Alright. You can't bribe people to vote. Can we also watch YouTube videos when we get bored of playing Garden Warfare 2? I don't watch YouTube videos on stream, but we can do that in the Discord. We tend to like sit and watch YouTube videos into like the early morning in my server, I'm gonna be real. Usually it's just a couple pals, but like if you guys want to do like a stage where we like group watch YouTube, I don't mind. Cause I have my MacBook. I have my MacBook at the minute. So I can sit in bed and watch YouTube while laying down so my illness isn't playing up. As long as my illness doesn't sort of like affect me. We can do that as like a stage and stuff. It's something I yeah, I'm fine with doing like, if you want to do like late night YouTube. Careful of the people using the new emote. It can copyright strike. Oh, sounds about right. I don't add people on Roblox. You can just join straight off my profile. My username is pinned at the top, so no real sort of problem with that. You can just sort of join off my profile. It's fairly easy. No real trouble, really. Okay, I will try and remember. You know what I'm like. Who said 6'7" gingerbread? I'm gonna get you. Also, hi. I saw someone say hi. 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 Welcome in. Welcome, Crazy Bill. We're not all crazy, I promise. It's just... Is that fake dispenser always there? Or is that some kind of bug? How do your bunnies taste? They don't taste like anything. They're cute little fur balls that sit and demand cuddles all day. They literally do, by the way. They come and sort of like bash their heads into you. If you don't give them like cuddles and adequate pets, they will start like bashing their heads into you until you like pet them. It's so funny. I'll go watch some. I'll see you, chat and V. I'll try to come next stream. No worries, thanks for showing up. I hope you enjoyed the madness, and you know, I'll see you for next stream. Next stream is probably either going to be tomorrow at 6, depending on what Timmy's streaming. I usually work around Timmy's schedule for Saturdays. I'm out tomorrow as well, so if Timmy's streaming, I probably won't stream, or I'll do a late night stream. Otherwise, there's Sunday as well, or about 6 PM we'll do Survival Sundays as usual. But yeah, you know, I try to do what I can when I can. If things break, then we blame Logan. Can I eat your stream? Just realized I've not been in one of these streams in a long time. Well, welcome back. It's been, probably a long time. I here every week doing different things. I'm here almost every other day, to be honest. The tables have turned. Have they? Oh, they got me. I'm not the greatest drawer, but I'm done sketching. I'll color it. I think that anybody that can draw anything is really impressive, so it doesn't matter what sort of skill level it is. I appreciate it regardless, and I think it's really awesome, so I will be hyping it up. Don't you worry. I cast cuddly bunnies, for real. That's gonna be me tomorrow. Yeah, that'll be the one thing you'll sort of get in my Discord server. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go see the bunnies. I've got loads of treats that I got like on clearance at a pet shop. So they are gonna be so spoiled tomorrow. So I will be filling the Discord server with an ungodly amount of bunny photos. So stay tuned for that one. It is gonna be an absolute blast. Want to cuddle the bunnies? Do it. They might sort of get angry if you stop like petting them, but that's just bunnies. Bunny, 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 bunny. They're so silly. I have a video of Remy doing the thing where he like, if I stop petting him, he'll start like bashing his head into my hand. He's like, no, you do not. You do not dare. He's so funny. Also Logan's fault. Everything is Logan's fault. We blame Logan for everything. Logan is cool. I think you're living in Crazy Land right there. Let's see. Bonk. Yeah, there we go. Bunnies! Yeah, we always have bunnies on screen on Friday. If I don't put the bunnies on screen, people will come at me with pitchforks. But it's okay, because I'm gonna go see the bunnies tomorrow as well. and they're gonna get really spoiled with treats, so. Hi, welcome in, welcome in. This server's ping kind of sucks. This server will suck for certain people. It is because I'm playing a Europe server right now. It is in Europe because I'm in Europe. I'm in Europe too. This is a Europe server, so if you're having ping issues, it shouldn't be based upon the server. Because I'm running just fine. Damn, okay. Doesn't make sense. I will pull up my thing right now and I'll show you, like, it's Europe. Damn! These guys are all out to get me with their stuns. Oh, I just realized it's an entire Sentinel lobby, no wonder. I'll pull up the menu that shows you my ping. Here, you go. We're looking for play quickly. There you go. There's my ping. I am British, in case you can't tell by the accent, so it is definitely a Europe server. Bunnies? Oh, the bunnies are in the way? Hold on. I got it. I got you. Do you know what? While I can, I'm gonna pop that about halfway through and see what that does for me. They're so badly spread! This is my main complaint about 1x as a killer, like... They aren't viable, because, like, look at that spread. That's terrible. Crowd control my ass, bro.
1x is OP, guys. Look at all that crowd control.
Fucking crowd control. Bruh. The crowd control is the friends we made along the way, clearly. Like, okay, bruh. Is the poll tied? Oh, it's not. Did well? Yeah, I tried my best, obviously, but like, you gotta keep in mind that 1x is so incredibly weak. It's insane. Like, 1x is genuinely buns. This has been my complaint since the dawn of time. To be honest, if you already know what you do, he's OP. 1x might seem OP, but that's because he's a noob stomper. 1x is a class A noob stomper, meaning that if you don't know what to avoid, then sure, he seems OP. But when you know how to counter all of the abilities and listen for the audio cues effectively, you can dodge that shit so easy. I mean, look at that. I mean, you saw that right there. If I was actually good at stamina management, we get somewhere, but I am unfortunately, what's her name? Responding to DM right now. Timmy is in my DMs and I'm giggling. More like P, haha, have money. Wow, thank you. I will take the money and cry about the fact I've just been called P. I can't believe this, bro. Not on. Thank you nonetheless, but I will not thank you, because you called me P, bro. How dare you? You do not get a thank you. You do not get a thank you for that one. I will win this. Will you win this though? Will you really? Went to vote Marvel Rivals, so add my vote to that. What did you vote? It doesn't tell me what people voted what, where, and why. Wait, who am I? Hi, my name's V. I'm just a small content creator that yaps about random stuff and plays games. Is there anything in particular you sort of want to know about? Because it depends what you want to know as to what bit of info you need about me, really. Small, yeah, I am. I am a really small content creator, considering that half of the Forsaken content creators are like, what? At like 100k, and I'm like, tiny. 7k is really small. Yeah, 7k is small. Considering obviously that like, I get maybe 2 consistent viewers on streams that aren't Forsaken. I am definitely a smaller channel. My Forsaken streams do kind of well, but that's only because, for some reason, people only sort of think I play Forsaken, or I only play Roblox. When in reality, I do about 6 streams a week, and I have 1 that does well. How tall am I? I'm about 5'10"-ish. I'm not like super tall, I'm just kind of average. But yeah, no, these streams do really sort of poorly compared, like most streams sort of really do poorly in comparison to like some other streams that I do. So for example, the Forsaken stream is the one stream of the week that will get about 20 viewers consistently. My, so for example, I do Garden Warfare 2 on Wednesdays. Garden Warfare 2 typically tends to get about 2 people, and I usually have 1 person chatting in the stream. Tuesdays, for example, I do Trepidation on Roblox. I maybe have 3 people in there. Occasionally 4 because the game has a very small community. Very underrated game, by the way. I love it. Thursdays, I don't have anything in particular. I just stream whatever I fancy, and that does even worse because it's not consistent. Fridays are the only stream that I have that actually does well. You're welcome to go back and look through my VODs and look at the view count. You'll kind of get an idea. Hang on, I probably have a page here open with it. Here you go. So, 117 views on the Garden Warfare 2 stream, 118 on the Treppy stream, 800 on the Forsaken Friday, 82 on my Fortnite stream, somehow 300 on that Garden Warfare 2 stream, 85 on that Treppy stream, 82 on Outlast Trials, 97 on Jackbox, 600 on Forsaken. But that's over the entire, like, 4-hour span. What's my Roblox username? It is in the top on the white box. It's just Decision. You just gotta go to my profile and hit join. You don't have to follow or anything. I don't accept friend requests. So, Literally just hit join. It's really simple. Monk. I always come to streams though. Yeah, you do, and I really appreciate it. I love seeing like people like shout up, especially like familiar faces. It's really cool when I like recognize someone because it's like, oh my god. It's like, holy shit, I know who you are. And then I start remembering tidbits and facts and stuff, and they're like, I scare people with it. Yeah, I know who you are. Of course I know who you are. My memory's bad, but it ain't that bad. Oh no! I was hoping they'd fling it the other way. Do I know who you are? No, I don't know who you are at all. What are you saying please for? I told you where you find my username and stuff. Like, hold on. Let me literally just... Sorry, I forget. Some people are like... struggle to read, so I'll put the actual link in there real quick. Let the thing go. If it goes through. My nickname. No, that's my full username. My full username is Decision. I'm serious. It's my full username. That is my full user. I'm not pulling your leg. Like, what is it? Is it? It's true. I'm dead ass. People seem to think that I'm like lying. That's literally my Roblox username. It is really not like a nickname, dude. Spectate you. You're always telling me to spectate you, you goof. You're silly. I'm going to explode. And it's your fault. Oh, and I'll hit a clip. Get off the game and take a shower. On God. You stink, bro. Off to make nuggets. Oh, Christ, of course you are. Bye-bye. Friend request, now what? You don't need to friend me. You just hit join. I don't accept friend requests. My joins are on, so you can just hit join. But yeah, you know, it's been a fun stream. I've been having fun. We're probably gonna get to the tail end of it soon. I'm probably gonna end it for around 10 o'clock. See what the poll finishes up at. I was hoping to play Hypixel, to be honest. Oh, it is tied. I might veto it and play Hypixel, Loki. Because that sounds kind of fun. There we go. I'm vetoing it and putting my vote in. PS5 control versus PC, which one's better? I don't have a PS5. But, in terms of controller, I have an Xbox controller I've used for the game. The game is a lot less functional on controller. I would really recommend PC if you're talking about playing Forsaken. If you're talking about one of the other games that I play on the channel, let me know, because Trepidation is functional on controller, it's the exact same. Garden Warfare 2, I believe you can only play controller on the console options. I believe the Steam variant doesn't accept console. What else is there? Dead by Daylight and stuff, it's the exact same. Same with Outlast Trials. What else do we play on the channel? Thinking. Pondering, if you will. Yeah, I can't think what other game you could be thinking of. Random question. Since I don't really care about posting speed paints on YouTube, what's a really stupid thing I could name them for shits and giggles? 100% pure uranium. Do I play Die of Death? No, I have a hatred for Die of Death. I'm not a huge fan of Forsaken either, but if I don't, you know, have one Forsaken stream a week, people get mad at me. But also, like, I'm a big ASIM enthusiast, so I think my hatred for stamina slot games is pretty valid. I'm actually working on a video about that at the moment. If you're sort of interested in those kind of discussions. A lot of people sort of seem to think that I say that because I'm a negative person, but in reality I'm somebody that's very passionate about the genre. And I sort of put a lot of attention to detail in pointing out, like, issues with certain things so that they can sort of be fixed up. That's why you'll notice I did a video discussing the balancing of how 1x is a really weak character. But I'm actually currently working on... Let me get the notes. So I've talked about this a couple times this stream, but I'm basically working on a video at the moment, a very detailed video, about something that I like to call the stamina slop epidemic, which is basically where games under the asymmetrical genre have began to sort of put a lack of... There's sort of been an influx of a lack of effort into asymmetricals. So basically, that's what we call it. We call it stamina slop, basically. Which is when the only mechanic that functions in the game is stamina. Great examples of that are Die of Death, Forsaken, Pawned by 1400. There's also stuff like Corrupted Crossroads. Because, sure, you could argue that all those games have abilities, but those abilities are not strong enough to make or break a chase, therefore meaning that the only thing that the game relies on for chases is stamina. So, for example, I have a very good list here, which basically compares all the ASIMs that fall under stamina slot, and then all the ASIMs that aren't stamina slot. To give you a bit of a brief idea, before I get taken away and talk about this for 10 years. So Dead by Daylight has there's sprinting without the stamina. They have pallets, vaults, flashlights, flashbangs. They have perks, and they have more. Did I forget anything off there? No. And then you look at something as, like, even like the old games, like Friday the 13th. You have windows, you have weapons, you have doors, you have bear traps. You have stamina as well. You know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you've got stamina, you've got wells, you've got doors, you've got traps, you've got abilities, wedges, crawl spaces, and so many more. What does Forsaken have? Stamina. So, do you see what I mean when I say that I'm sort of very passionate for this genre? I have currently a list of... I'm not sure how many games it actually is. What was it 30 seconds ago? I was playing with a content creator right, and their 5-year-old fans were blocking me. It's so annoying. To be fair, my fanbase isn't quite sort of the most mature, but I'm certainly not a family-friendly content creator. I swear like a sailor, so hopefully we won't be as bad. But to be fair, I play a lot more than just Forsaken, so I think that that's probably, you know, a big factor. I know people say, like, if I don't play Forsaken, my channel's dying, but I don't care. I'd rather be dying than, like, restricted to just Roblox. Because I'm, you know, I really sort of have, like, a passion for the genre and, a really big, like, interest in sort of, like, horror as a whole. I mean, this has what? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 games just on here, and I've got more to go and take notes on yet. And that's only just notes. Like, I think that sort of gives you a bit of an idea of how sort of like into horror games and the asymmetrical genre I am. But yeah, that is very good sort of semi-detailed explanation is why Die of Death is not my cup of tea. Add you? I think I said this before when you asked me earlier to add you. I don't add people, so, you know, I'm not gonna sort of add you. You don't need to add me to join, you can just go off my profile. I don't add people unless I know them personally, and, you know, even then. It's... I only have, like, my mods and stuff added. You'll notice my friends list is about 100 and, like, summit people. I could probably list every single one of them and tell you where I sort of met them and a little bit about them. I know people will fact check me on that, and I am prepared to pull up a display capture and show you my friends list. People like to bitch about shit.
Oh my god, you don't accept friend requests, but you have friends on Roblox.
Duh. I have friends, guys. My life isn't just streaming, please. But yeah, I don't add people. I've never really added people unless I sort of know them. Hi, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the tail end of the stream, where I believe we just finished the poll and decided on what we're going to be doing for... how do you call it? Yeah, the sleepover aspect of the stream. So the way that's going to work, for those that aren't familiar with how I do these things when I do these things, is basically it is currently just before 10 PM in my country. So what we're probably going to do is we're going to have a 30-minute to an hour break, and then we'll come back to stream at like 10:30, 11ish, and we'll, for this one, the poll voted in favor of Minecraft Hypixel. So we'll hop on Hypixel and we'll play some silly games for the night, just have a little bit of a chill session. Have some fun. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do for a thumbnail for that though. I haven't played base Minecraft in a long ass time. I'll need to remember to get Optifine as well. Yeah, let me write a list. I'm gonna forget this. Okay, right, I'll do it in this pen this time. But yeah, so what we'll do is the stream will end, but, a new stream will start in a little bit after I've had a bit of a break, a bit of a rest. I've eaten a couple of, like, different bits of stuff just so I'm not sort of feeling unwell, and I'll make sure to get everything in order before stream starts, and then we'll delve into Minecraft for a bit. I have a proper Chucky Man skin to wear at least at last. Oh yes, yeah, we love that. Okay, I also need, hold on, a gift. Thank you, twin. Thank you. Let me make sure I remember to install Optifine. What else have we got that I need for stream? I don't really know. I don't really need anything else other than Optifine. Optifine's all that I really need, because my computer runs things fine anyway. I just want Optifine for the zooming. Also, why are there bunnies on the screen? I love bunnies, just wondering. Those are my two morons. If I don't put them on the screen, everyone kicks off, but those are my two idiots. They're both as dumb as each other. They lack brain cells. They're far from smart. But if I don't put them on the screen, everyone kicks off. But yeah, if you're a fan of bunnies, if you're a fan of bunnies, I recommend joining the Discord in the description. You'll see a lot of bunnies tomorrow because they'll be I'm gonna go and see them, and I've got an absolute bag full of treats for them that I got on clearance. So I'm gonna take them so many treats. They're gonna love me until the treats run out. But they're spoiled. I post loads of bunny photos in my Discord all the time. My mum does as well. My mum's in the Discord and she'll come in and post bunny photos of her own. Can I server hop? The stream is honestly coming to an end very soon. I'm probably doing this last round and then I'm gonna take my break. We're coming back with Minecraft in about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how I sort of feel. But, so I would recommend if you want to stay tuned for that, I will announce, obviously, early onto... How do you call it? I'll announce it early. Well, I'll schedule it with a thumbnail pretty soon. I could actually make a thumbnail right now. It'd be a very quick thing to do. Oh, thank you, Twin. They broke my sentry. I'm gonna wait here for a new sentry. I'm gonna head out. No worries, thanks for showing up. I hope you enjoyed the madness. It's always crazy around here. The crazy community of all time, if you will. Right, let me get over here. Okay, let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. Let me pull... Oh, where's my fonts? Where's my font folder? Quick! Quick! I'm gonna make this thumbnail and see if I can get this new stream scheduled up before I finish this one. Just so that people don't get lost. I'm looking for... No, not P. I'm looking for P. I'm looking for this font. That's the one I want. Oh, come on, let me get away with this sentry. Okay, I think I can do this like that. Don't worry guys, the multitask is insane. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. That's what we're gonna call it. No! No, I'm gonna get murdered. Right, I will get this stream scheduled up before I finish this one just so I can sort of redirect appropriately to make sure people don't get too lost. Because that always seems to happen. No! Oh, there we go. Okay, see, I hit a clip. Well done, Twin, well done. Send a friend request? I don't accept friend requests, I'm sorry. You don't really have to add me. I will sort of... just always have my joins on. There we go. Let me grab that. I'm literally just putting the outline on the text. And then we're gonna schedule it up, and then we're good to sort of call it. I want to go, but I can't. Honestly, say goodbye. It's okay, twin. Goodbye. I'm gonna leave the game, and I'm just gonna get this thumbnail up in like 5 seconds flat. Don't mind me. It literally takes me a minute to do these, because I'm lazy. Right, let's go for the outline time. So did the 1v1, the rework is a lot better than pre-way work, but it's also me just having muscle memory from pre-way work. That's not too bad. Say goodbye. It's okay, twin. You can go. Bye-bye, twin. Have fun with wherever you're going. Are you going to the land of Crazyville? Bring me back a souvenir, twin. I want a souvenir. Have what? Yeah, what's my souvenir, twin? Drop. That. I could read. Medkit. Yay! Already. Okay, I am gonna export this thumbnail out right now. Cool. Thumbnail is exported. There you go. I'm gonna go schedule the stream and then I can end this one and take my little break. I'll see you guys back in about an hour for the good old Minecraft sleepover. Let me see if it'll let me put it up. There we go. There, it let me do it. Perfect. How do I tag this? How do you do these tags? I never know what to put for like. Cool, I'm sure this works. I'll be able to put the link in the chat just before I end stream. I don't want to stick in the game if I'm sort of like AFK because I don't want to throw for other people. What else can we put? Okay, where was I? Right, that should be sorted out. It doesn't appear on here. Give it a minute to sort of register. It didn't change the thumbnail. Of course it didn't. Oh, it won't let me. Great. Geez, that's okay. That's annoying. I was supposed to, yeah, I was supposed to sort of finish this stuff up, but it's sort of playing up at the moment. Hang on. It won't let me set it up. I wanted to put the link in here before I go. Yeah, give me a sec. It's not playing nice. A present? Oh, that's scary. Not the medkit. Right, okay, I think it's done it now. There we go. It should be up and running now. If it's not, let me know. Get shareable link. Link copy to clipboard. Okay. There we go. It should be there. There you go. You guys can go and wait in there for the hour if you'd like to. I will see you at 11 PM GMT for some Minecraft sleepover stuff. But yeah, until then, that's all from me for now, and I'll see you in an hour. Bye bye!